महिला को सम्मान किस तरीके से करना चाहिए, ये कांग्रेस भूल गई है क्या?
ये महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में बात करती है और उसके राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता जो खुद एक महिला है और एक नेता एक लोकसभा महिला कैंडिडेट के ऊपर अश्लील शब्द और अपशब्द का प्रयोग करते हैं।
पॉलिटिक्स में मुद्दों के ऊपर बात करनी चाहिए, किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ के ऊपर बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। डेमोक्रेसी में हर एक को हक है यहाँ पॉलिटिक्स करने का, इलेक्शन लड़ने का, जीतने का, हारने का भी हक है। तो इसलिए इस चीज़ को मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। सारी पार्टियां वक्तन फ़वक्तन ऐसी बातें करती हैं, इसको इशू नहीं बनाना चाहिए। अलबत्ता हर एक आदमी को परहेज़ करना चाहिए, वो इस तरह की बातें नहीं करें जो किसी को ठेस पहुंचाएं।
Soon, Kangana Ranaut hit back and called out the Congress's below the belt remark.
मैं एक अभिनेत्री हूँ और अभिनेत्री होने के कारण या जो भी किसी भी महिला का कोई भी चाहे उनका व्यवसाय हो, कोई भी उनका काम हो, पेशा हो, हर महिला किसी भी तरीके की जो महिला है वो डिग्निटी जो है वो डिजर्व करती है और किसी भी महिला को अपमानित करना, उसके सेक्सुअलाइज करना।
The NCW also condemned the post as derogatory and urged the Election Commission of India to take action against the Congress leader.
Very unfortunate. Election or no election, these kinds of languages should not be used against a woman. She is coming from a filmy background. She acted in many pictures, and this I think the work demands such kind of roles, and that's why the educated women in politics doesn't come.
The BJP has come down heavily on the Congress.
जिस प्रकार से युवा शक्ति का अपमान हुआ है, कल हमने देखा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की मुख्य राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता सुप्रिया श्रीनेत, जो कि उनके आईटी सेल की हेड भी है, उन्होंने भी नारी शक्ति का किस प्रकार से अपमान किया, वो आपत्तिजनक और अभद्रतापूर्ण पोस्ट करके। और न केवल कंगना रनौत का, न केवल नारी का, उन्होंने समूचे हिमाचल का, समूचे मंडी का और समूचे नए भारत का भी अपमान करने का काम किया है।
Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, who advocate for women's rights, haven't condemned the remark. 24 hours have passed since the post was made, and yet there is not one response or action from the Congress High Command. The question is, will the Congress sack their leader who made the sexist remark? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से युवा शक्ति का अपमान हुआ है, कल हमने देखा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की मुख्य राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता सुप्रिया श्रीनेत, जो कि उनके आईटी सेल की हेड भी है, उन्होंने भी नारी शक्ति का किस प्रकार से अपमान किया, वो आपत्तिजनक और अभद्रतापूर्ण पोस्ट करके। और न केवल कंगना रनौत का, न केवल नारी का, उन्होंने समूचे हिमाचल का, समूचे मंडी का और समूचे नए भारत का भी अपमान करने का काम किया है।
कांग्रेस माइंडसेट ऐसा हो गया है, वो लोग को पक्का है, वो हारेगा पक्का है, कांग्रेस लोग हारेगा पक्का है। उसके पास एजेंडा नहीं है, लीडरशिप भी नहीं है, ना नेता ना नीति, उसके वजह से ऐसा इंटॉलरेंस बयान दे रहा है।
Both of them use the similar kind of language which is very derogatory and they should not have used. Maybe they are denying it after seeing the reaction of public and also media, but denying will not solve a problem. We have said election commission because it is now code of conduct. So election commission is in charge of everything. We are requesting election commission to take action against both of them.
पॉलिटिक्स में मुद्दों के ऊपर बात करनी चाहिए, किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ के ऊपर बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। डेमोक्रेसी में हर एक को हक है यहाँ पॉलिटिक्स करने का, इलेक्शन लड़ने का, जीतने का, हारने का भी हक है। तो इसलिए इस चीज़ को मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। सारी पार्टियां वक्तन फ़वक्तन ऐसी बातें करती हैं, इसको इशू नहीं बनाना चाहिए। अलबत्ता हर एक आदमी को परहेज़ करना चाहिए, वो इस तरह की बातें नहीं करें जो किसी को ठेस पहुंचाएं।
हमने कहाँ मना किया, हिमाचल की बेटी है, हिमाचल में उनके माता पिता रहते हैं, उनके पिताजी जिला मंडी में उन्हें हमने कांग्रेस कमेटी का जनरल सेक्रेटरी बनाया था, तो हिमाचल की बेटी है।
देखिए, किसी भी महिला के बारे में इस तरीके का कमेंट करना बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, काबिले इतराज़ है। अगर उन्होंने ये कहा है कि ये किसी ने एक्सेस कर लिया है और ये कमेंट डाला है, तो मैं चाहूँगा कि सरकार को चाहिए कि इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन करे, किन लोगों ने किया है, किसने ये कमेंट किया है, जिसने भी ये कमेंट किया है उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
Well, there's been an interesting turn of events within the Congress party itself. It appears to be completely on the back foot because within Himachal Pradesh itself, their top leaders, starting with Pratibha Singh to Vikramaditya, all have taken a complete U-turn. In fact, earlier in the day, it was the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh who once again hailed the contributions made by Kangana Ranaut, saying that she's after all daughter of Himachal Pradesh. Remember, despite her being the candidate of the Bharatiya Janata Party, local leaders of the Congress have openly said that she cannot be insulted. This at a time when Supriya Shrinate, speaking to Republic TV, says that this was a campaign that was being run against her. And this was a post that wasn't even put out by her. She goes on to defend that she had immediately taken action. But the question that still remains, why is it that the Congress has not taken any action against the person who had hacked the account? Joining us on this special broadcast of This Is Exclusive is the former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. We'll go full frame right now in a short while from now. Jairam Thakur is joining us, former Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister. Thank you very much, Mr. Thakur, for joining us on this broadcast. In fact, we spoke to Supriya Shrinate a short while back. And I want to tell you this, we were the only network to have asked her direct questions. We asked her that if her account was actually hacked, why is it that no action was taken against the person who had hacked her account? There is no response really coming in. Do you believe that this is the position that has been taken by the Congress party, or is it just about one individual? It is only about Supriya Shrinate.
बिल्कुल मेरा ये आरोप है और मैं बहुत जिम्मेवारी के साथ इस बात को कह रहा हूं। जिस प्रकार से सुप्रिया जी अपनी एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहे हैं, पूरा देश कोई इस बात को स्वीकार करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। ये हो ही नहीं सकता है। अकाउंट हैक हो गया और उसके बाद मेरा जो है हैंडल और लोग भी मैनेज करते हैं और लोग भी देखते हैं। मैं इस बारे में देखूंगी, मैं एक्शन करूंगी, मैं ये करूंगी। एफआईआर क्यों नहीं हुई अभी तक? देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है कि हिमाचल देवभूमि को बदनाम करने की कोशिश हुई है। और मंडी ये वो मंडी नहीं है जिस तरह से उनने इस भाषा का इस्तेमाल किया गया। ये मंडी मांडव ऋषि के नाम पर है और मांडव ऋषि के नाम पर मंडी का नामकरण हुआ है। और मंडी छोटी काशी के रूप में जानी जाती है, जहां पर लगभग 300 मंदिर हैं। श्रद्धा का बहुत बड़ा केंद्र है ये। और उसके बारे में इस प्रकार की भाषा का इस्तेमाल करना, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बिल्कुल टारगेट किया है और टारगेट करके इस प्रकार से अपमानित करना। और दुख तो इस बात का है कि एक महिला ने ही महिला के खिलाफ इस प्रकार की टिप्पणी की है और उसके बाद वो क्लैरिफिकेशन देते फिर रही है। कोई व्यक्ति इस बात को मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं। इस बात को बड़ा उनको समझना चाहिए। और कांग्रेस पार्टी के लोगों जो ऑफिस बेरर उनने उसको उसमें किस तरह के भद्दे कमेंट्स किए हैं आगे जाकर के, उसके बारे में क्या? तो कुल मिलाकर के ये कांग्रेस की सोच का एक बिल्कुल सीधा साधा जीता जागता उदाहरण है हमारे सामने कि ये सोचते क्या हैं, किस प्रकार से गंदी और घटिया हरकत करके राजनीति में क्या किस स्तर पर ले जाना चाह रहे हैं। इनके चाहे राष्ट्रीय नेता है, चाहे वो शक्ति की बात करते हैं, चाहे वो इस प्रकार की इनके नीचे जो फॉलो करने वाले नेता हैं वो इस प्रकार की भाषा का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। सचमुच में बहुत शर्मसार किया है इस सारी घटना ने। मंडी के लोग बहुत इस बात को लेकर के आक्रोशित है और मंडी की बेटी है कंगना, और कंगना का अपमान नहीं, ये पूरे हिमाचल देवभूमि का अपमान है, मंडी की जनता का अपमान है।
जयराम जी, जो देखा गया है, हिमाचल प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री सुक्खू साहब भी ये कहते हैं कि आखिरकार कंगना रनावत हिमाचल प्रदेश की बेटी हैं तो एक फूट देखने को आ रहा है कि किस तरह से कांग्रेस के नेता दिल्ली में कुछ कहते हैं, कांग्रेस के नेता हिमाचल प्रदेश में कुछ और कह रहे हैं, और साथ ही साथ ये भी निशाना लगा रहे हैं कि बीजेपी को कोई हक नहीं बनता कि यह सवाल उठाए कि आखिरकार लड़कियों के बारे में, क्योंकि वो कहते हैं कि जब रेस्टलेस की प्रोटेस्ट हो रही थी दिल्ली में तब आपकी पार्टी ने क्या किया।
देखिए, मैं तो बड़ा साफ कह चाह रहा हूं, मुख्यमंत्री जी की भी स्थिति ऐसी है जैसे बाकी कांग्रेस के नेताओं की है। आज हिमाचल प्रदेश की स्थिति है कि कांग्रेस बहुमत में नहीं है, बहुमत में नहीं है। राज्यसभा की सीट वो बहुत प्रचंड बहुमत होने के बावजूद हारी है। स्वरूप में पारित कर पाए हैं मुख्यमंत्री, जब भाजपा के हम 15 विधायकों को 100 मार्शल के माध्यम से सदन से उठा करके बाहर कर दिया गया, तब जाकर के बजट पारित हुआ है। और आज की स्थिति हिमाचल प्रदेश में है, 6 कांग्रेस के लोगों ने, विधायकों ने रेजिग्नेशन दे दिया, उनको उनकी सदस्यता समाप्त कर दी गई, और 3 निर्दलीय विधायकों ने रेजिग्नेशन दे दिया कि हम भी आपके इस सारे इसमें से बाहर निकलना चाहते हैं, जिस प्रकार से आप प्रताड़ित कर रहे हैं, हमको परेशान कर रहे हैं। जहां वो मुख्यमंत्री जी अगर नारी की बात कर रहे हैं, आप उनसे मैं यही पूछना चाहता हूं, विधानसभा के चुनाव में आपने नारी सम्मान राशि निधि के नाते जो है इंदिरा के साथ नाम जोड़ करके उसके लिए फॉर्म भरे थे। 15 महीने हो गए मुख्यमंत्री जी, 15 महिलाओं को नहीं मिले, और अब फिर आजकल फॉर्म भर रहे हैं, फिर गुमराह कर रहे हैं महिलाओं का। अपमान इस प्रकार से होता है।
जब आप पे आरोप ये लगता है जयराम जी, जब आरोप आप पे ये लग रहा है कि आप यहां पर सियासत कर रहे हैं, इस पूरे मामले को लेकर सियासत कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये कहा जा रहा है कि अगर आप निश्चित हैं कि आप इस पर कोई एक्शन लेंगे तो अब तक आपने क्या किया इस पूरे मामले को लेकर। दूसरी बात यह है कि लगातार ये कह रहे हैं कि आप एक नेता के ऊपर बातचीत कर रहे हैं, दूसरे नेताओं के बारे में आपने इस पे कुछ टिप्पणी नहीं, क्योंकि लगातार निशाना तृणमूल कांग्रेस से लेकर कांग्रेस यही निशाना लगाया जा रहा है कि बीजेपी को कोई हक नहीं बनता क्योंकि वो उन्होंने बृजभूषण के खिलाफ में कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया था। तो आखिरकार कैसे कह सकते हैं कि बीजेपी विमेन नेता के लिए खड़े होते हैं।
देखिए, एक बात को मान करके आप चलिए, ये बातें कहने के लिए कोशिश तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उनके बृजभूषण के मामले में भी तो आखिरकार कार्रवाई की दिशा में चीजें एक सीमा तक पहुंची हैं। और ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेतृत्व ने, सरकार ने जहां भी जिस भी राज्य में इस प्रकार की परिस्थिति होती है वहां पर एक्शन नहीं लिया गया। यहां पर मैं हिमाचल प्रदेश में ही पूछता हूं, हिमाचल प्रदेश में भी ऐसी परिस्थिति हुई है, एक महिला के साथ किस प्रकार का व्यवहार हुआ, उसके मुंह पर कालिख लगा करके किस प्रकार से घुमाया गया। ये हिमाचल प्रदेश में कांग्रेस सरकार के दौरान की अभी की हाल की बात है, 15 महीने की सरकार है, ये कुछ महीनों पहले की बात है। उस पर क्या कार्रवाई हुई है? एक नहीं, अनेकों घटनाएं, बाकी पूरे देश भर की घटनाओं का तो जिक्र हम करते ही हैं, लेकिन अब हिमाचल प्रदेश में जिस प्रकार की घटना घटित हुई है महिलाओं के साथ, उन सारी चीजों का भी जिक्र होना चाहिए ना।
एक आखिरी सवाल करना चाहूंगा जयराम जी कि कुछ देर पहले ये खबर आई कि आप लोग ये पूरे मामले को लेकर मंडी के लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश करेंगे और आप इस पूरे मुहिम को आगे लेकर जाएंगे। ये बताइए कि इलेक्शंस हैं, क्या आपको लगता है कि यही मामले को आप उठाने वाले हैं? क्योंकि जिस तरह से ये कहा जा रहा है कि मंडी पे में भी जाके आप लोग को कहेंगे कि आखिरकार कांग्रेस के नेता क्या सोचते हैं महिलाओं के प्रति।
देखिए, स्वाभाविक रूप से ये मुद्दा मंडी का मुद्दा तो है, मंडी के स्वाभिमान का मुद्दा तो है, मंडी की भावना का मुद्दा तो है ही है, एक नारी सम्मान का मुद्दा है ही है, देवभूमि की आस्था का मुद्दा है ही है। मंडी के लिए पिता का विषय और नारी अस्मिता का विषय, ये दोनों विषय बहुत बड़े विषय हो गए। लेकिन आज की तारीख में जिस प्रकार से मैं देख रहा हूं, ये मुद्दा पूरा चला हुआ है, ये मुद्दा ना प्रदेश का रह गया है, ना ये मंडी का रह गया है, ये पूरे देश का मुद्दा बन गया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी किस प्रकार से महिलाओं का अपमान करती है, किस प्रकार की भद्दी टिप्पणियां करते हैं, उनके पदाधिकारी उन टिप्पणियों में सहभागी होते हैं, उनको सोशल मीडिया में खूब घुमाते रहते हैं। तो ये इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य और कोई हो नहीं सकता, और निश्चित रूप से इसकी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी कांग्रेस पार्टी को पूरे देश भर में। जो अपमानजनक टिप्पणी उन्होंने की है कंगना के बारे में, मंडी के बारे में, देवभूमि हिमाचल कि लोग तो है ही यहाँ पर, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ मैं कह सकता हूं कि पूरे देश भर में इसका खामियाजा भुगतना पड़ेगा कांग्रेस पार्टी को।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जयराम ठाकुर रिपब्लिक टीवी से बात करने के लिए। दैट वाज द फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ हिमाचल प्रदेश डिमांडिंग दैट द कांग्रेस पार्टी शुड बी apologizing to the entire nation. It appears to be seen that both the parties are now at loggerheads, with the BJP essentially indicating that they are going to take this matter to the people of Mandi. In fact, a short while back, we once again reached out to Supriya Shrinate. She still maintains that her account was hacked. But when asked whether at all any action was actually taken against those who hacked her account, this is what Supriya Shrinate had to tell my colleague Harsha a short while back.
Taken against the person who hacked your account?
I have written to the platforms and I don't answer arbitrary people. I don't know you. I have no idea who you are.
But as a journalist, I'm only asking you that what took you so long to delete the comment?
No, I didn't take any long at all. As soon as I saw it, I deleted it.
For hours, the statements was on social media handle.
No, not at all.
We got 2 on-field sessions and we got 3 classroom sessions a day. So we're learning a lot within 10 weeks, and that's the most important thing, because we're playing catch-up on kids who've played since they were 8 years old. So I think for all of us in the IPP, I think it's been massive, and you can definitely see the growth from week 1 to week 8. Here we are today. So it's exciting times ahead. Rugby's not about having massive playbooks, and I know there's pretty big playbooks in the NFL. And just learning the game. I mean, diving deep into the game, because I've been a massive fan since I was a kid. My dad brought me up to love the game. So, when I've been watching it as a fan, like obviously know the rules. I know a lot about the game, but when you dive deep into it, I think that's the interesting bit. And I'm excited to keep learning football.
I'd be lying if I said it didn't have a psychological toll. Like, I left in an ambulance quite abruptly from the training pitch. So yeah, it meant a lot to me. Just even yesterday, just doing the warm up, and it's nice to sort of feel like I could close that chapter. Not to be over dramatic, but everyone gets injured. It's part of the game. But it being so sudden the way it happened, and then just leaving and never really getting the chance to come back was tough to deal with. So yeah, it's meant a lot just to be in the mix and to be with the boys, and then just sort of close that chapter for me personally. Yeah, I mean, the gaffer at club is the gaffer. I think he's one of a kind, and I obviously owe a lot to him. That he's been probably the biggest influence on my career, or definitely. And yeah, it's nice to have that support from your manager, and I definitely didn't ask him to do it. So, but yeah, he's obviously been a massive influence on me, not just as a player but as a person. So
I don't think there's a better game, to be honest. Brazil's national team, as you said, it's just so rich in history, so many good players, and with the squad we've got at the minute, I don't think there's a better game in national football. So it'd be so good. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but yeah, it'd mean everything to me.
Yet another terror attack in Pakistan. 5 Chinese nationals among 6 killed in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Not just that, there has been another attack, that too at the second biggest naval base In just about a week, the Baloch Liberation Army has struck two key assets in Pakistan. After last week's attack in Gwadar port, this time the BLA's Majid Brigade has targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station, PNS Siddiq, was targeted by more than 6 attackers who were tried to enter the naval base from 3 sides on Monday. Pakistani forces say that they've thwarted the entire attempt by killing all 6 Baloch operators. The question remains, can Pakistan really handle its internal security? Take a look at this report and then we go across to reporter Kaswar joining us from Islamabad.
Days after attacks on Gwadar port in Pakistan, Baloch attackers targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station in Turbat. PNS air station Siddiqui was attacked by at least 6 Baloch attackers on Monday.
Pakistan security forces foiled another terrorist attempt in Balochistan. Last night, Balochistan Liberation Army unleashed an attack on a naval base in Turbat. 6 terrorists have been killed and no reports of any casualty on the part of Pakistan security forces. Pakistani government is yet to give statement on the attack.
Banned Baloch Liberation Army outfit, the Majid Brigade, has claimed responsibility of the attack. This is its 3rd attack this year on the security forces and the 2nd such attack in just a week. PLA's Majid Brigade has been firmly against Chinese infrastructure investments in Balochistan region and has constantly targeted CPEC-linked projects. The Majid Brigade also has claimed responsibility in the past for the attack on Chinese consulate in Karachi in 2018. The animosity against China has been increasing in Pakistan. Just today, 5 Chinese nationals were killed by a suicide bomber who attacked their convoy in the northwestern province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The question remains, is the Pakistan army struggling to maintain its territorial security? And are investments in Pakistan safe from its own people? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Let me also get a quick response from my colleague Kaswar, who is joining us from Islamabad. Kaswar, just walk us through the details that you're picking up in terms of the operation that was carried out. Pakistan says that they've been able to thwart this attempt, but clearly it seems that the Majid Brigade appears to be at least having that upper hand with at least 2 major attacks that have been carried out in a span of just about 14 days.
Well, Sharma, you're rapidly pointed out. The Balochistan Liberation Army's Majid Brigade is taken toll on Pakistan security agencies, but one thing is for sure, that Pakistan security agencies seems fully prepared to take on such type of terrorist attack as well. Remember, on 20th of this month, there was attack on Gwadar that was repulsed, and after 6 days, another attack was unleashed by the same group, this time in PNS Turbat. That was also foiled. And one thing is for sure, that is one after the other, these attacks are happening in Pakistan that has shocked Pakistanis from Gwadar to Islamabad to Islamabad as well. But on the other hand, Pakistan security forces are trying to take credit of repulsing all the attacks. But question remains is that what is haunting Pakistan security forces, because so far they could not break the backbone of these terrorists. That's a big, huge question, Shaman.
Well, thank you very much, Kaswar, for getting us the latest details. The story that we'll be tracking very closely, because yet another attack that has been carried out. It appears that the Majid Brigade does really have the upper hand at this point in time. That's all that we can pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. On the other side, news and updates continue.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to get a little mental break, but yeah, I switched a couple other things that I would contribute more to my recent stretch, other than just going to Cabo. I switched a couple other things up. So, yeah, but Cabo was a great break. I needed it for sure.
What'd you switch?
Some things like, I don't really want to talk too much about what I switched up, but it was a couple things other than going on vacation. That's helped me out for sure.
Obviously, Michael, franchise record now 193 made threes in the season. He continues to shoot the ball 13 of 16. I told him just now, I said, go to Cabo. Whenever you want, I'll pay for it. Go to Cabo.
Yeah, it was like one of those wilt nights, 10-4-11. I'm trying to figure out which shot he missed. I don't know which one they credited him for a miss. That's tough at home. But I think, again, that's what he brings. The quarterbacks love finding him. He has great hands. His ability to finish in traffic is something that we haven't had. And so, again, I think he's back on that streak in finishing, but just dominating the paint on both ends. I thought we did a really good job of rebounding the ball, not giving them second or third opportunities tonight. Luka, I think, is showing how important each possession is defensively. He's getting steals. He had 4 steals. To be able to get on the floor this time of the year, it just shows how much he cares. Again, your leaders have to demonstrate by doing the little things, and for him to get on the floor, and then to be able to come up and, he's strong enough to throw the over-the-shoulder pass to Kai, and then Kai throws a lob. Again, just the unselfishness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party has launched a dirty, vicious, very personal and crude attack on Kangana Ranaut. Kangana Ranaut, as we all know, has been declared as the BJP candidate from Mandi. She's starting her political career. And what Congress...
Prime Minister Modi speaks to Sandesh. Prime Minister Modi speaks to Sandesh Kali survivor and BJP candidate from Boshirat, Rekha Patra, says your courage is commendable. BJP has released 6th list for the Lok Sabha elections. After Congress's sexist slur, Kangana hits back, says every woman deserves respect and dignity. After blowback, Congress on the back foot now, says Kangana is Himachal Pradesh's daughter. JDS releases list of candidates for Lok Sabha polls. H.D. Kumaraswamy to contest polls from Mandya. In Karnataka, BJP firefights in fighting. B.S. Yediyurappa sets out to quell rebellion. And more dissonance strikes Congress ahead of polls as the Congress MP Ravneet Singh Bittu jumps the ship, joins the BJP. Viewers, just a day after Karnataka minister stoked a controversy by insulting the Prime Minister and saying that those children, students who chant Modi should be slapped, Republic TV has confronted this Karnataka minister who remains completely defiant, says that he will not apologize for this statement. Take a listen in to this conversation my colleague Pajwal had with this Karnataka minister.
You have gone ahead and given a statement stating that students and youths will have to be slapped if they go ahead and chant slogans of Prime Minister Modi. What do you want to clarify?
ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ಈಗಿಷ್ಟ ತನಕ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಭಾಷೆದೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು 2 ಕೋಟಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಂತೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೆ 2 ಕೋಟಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಯುವಕರು ಮೋದಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ವಿನ ನಾನು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ದಲ್ಲ ತಂಗಡಿಗೆದೂ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಬಟ್ ಯು ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ ದೆಮ್.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆನೇ ಹಂಗೆ, ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಸೊಗಡದ ಭಾಷೆ ನಮ್ಮದು.
You're defending the statement?
Yes, 101%.
So you're saying go and slap
No. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯಾಗಿ BJPಗೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಪಾಠ ಕಲಿಸೋನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು.
There is a complaint lodged against you by the BJP in the election commission.
ಮಾಡಲಿ, ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಂದು ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿ, ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದೊಳಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತೊಗೊತಾರೆ.
You want to apologize on this particular statement?
ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ರೀ ಅಪಾಲಜಿ ಕೇಳಿ? ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾಲಜಿ ಕೇಳಿ? ಏನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು? ಅಪಾಲಜಿ ಕೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
You know, so that was Minister Shivraj Tangadigi there stating that he will definitely not go ahead and apologize, and he seems to be brazen about his defense too. With video journalist Bhagat Prajwal Prasad reporting for Republic from Bengaluru.
All right, viewers, we have breaking news coming in from Karnataka, where JDS candidates have announced the list, where the JDS has announced the candidate list, and H.D. Devegowda has announced the name of the list. Now, Kolar will be contested by Mallesh Babu. Mandya, H.D. Kumaraswamy. So here you have the confirmation. H.D. Kumaraswamy, the JDS chief and also the former Karnataka chief minister, is going to contest the Lok Sabha post from Mandya. And Hassan is the place where Prajwal Revanna will be contesting the Lok Sabha elections. That is the big update we have right now. Remember, there were multiple meetings that were held. H.D. Kumaraswamy and his team were in a huddle, and right now what we know is that the list is out, and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy is going to contest the Lok Sabha elections from Mandya district in Karnataka. That is the big update we have right now. Remember, Karnataka goes to polls in two phases. First phase to take place from the 26th of April, second phase on the 7th of May. And in fact, we have reactions coming in on the same. Let's take a listen in.
ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅವರಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಜನ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ಜನ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇ ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಸಭೆ ಸೇರಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವೇ ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಠ. ನಾನೇನು ಇದು
My colleague Prajwal joins us live on the broadcast from Bengaluru. Prajwal, the confirmation is out, the list is out, and as it was discussed with the BJP, these three seats are to be contested by JDS candidates. Tell us about the significance of this. Kumaraswamy will be contesting from Mandya.
All important update now because right now we are going ahead and reporting from outside the residence of the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy in JP Nagar, and who more than the Adi Chinchinagiri seer Nirmalananda Swamiji has arrived here to go ahead and congratulate the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy. Just a few moments ago, those visuals were right there on our screen too. So he's coming now to go ahead and congratulate officially that H.D. Kumaraswamy is now been announced as the candidate from the Mandya Lok Sabha constituency by the JDS Supremo. The list more or less officially will be out in a while now is what we get to understand, because the core committee meeting extended even after that presser which was addressed by Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy. Now coming to these three Lok Sabha constituency, just some trivia now for our viewers as well. All these three Lok Sabha constituencies are dominated by Vokkaligas, 45 to 48% on an average of Vokkaliga voters in each of these constituencies, almost culminating into 50% of it. In some there is a mixture of Kurubas and Lingaits, and in some there is a mixture of Kurubas, backward classes, as well as Lingaits too. So the BJP and the JDS, both of them will be banking on the Vokkaliga voters largely, and the Lingait voters wherever they will go ahead and signify this. Now coming to Mandya, this time around, out of the 7 assembly constituencies in Mandya, interestingly 6 of these assembly constituencies are with the Congress party. 1 assembly constituency is with the BJP party. Now the lone BJP MLA MLA is threatening to quit the party after HD Kumaraswamy's candidature has been announced. But then the BJP says otherwise and states that the Congress cannot poach him, and even if they poach him, we will replace the candidate. Secondly, we are also speaking about Mr. Mallesh Babu, who is the candidate who's been announced from the Kolar Lok Sabha constituency. He had gone on to contest unsuccessfully from the Bangarpet Assembly constituency, and later his name was projected by both the other candidates who were in contention, Nisarga Narayan Swamy as well as Samruddhi Manjunath, stating that he's a youngster, he should be going ahead and given a chance as well, and they will go ahead and align with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to go ahead and promote youngsters. Thirdly, we are speaking about Prajwal Revanna, who is a sitting MP as well. His father represents from the same Lok Sabha constituency where he represents from the Hole Narsipura Assembly constituency, a largely JDS bastion and a belt where they have been winning for over 2 to 2.5 decades, which has also been represented by the former Prime Minister of India, Mr. H.D. Devegowda too. So there they might not face any sort of jitters apart from some sort of infighting that is going on. But the big question in Hassan will be whether the BJP workers will join hands with the JDS. That would also prove to be quite detrimental, because remember that Shreyas Patel, who's been announced as the Congress candidate, also has a large clout over there, and his father was also a sitting MLA too. So looking at all of these permutation and combinations, looks like the JDS right now is in the safe boat, and it will be only left to both these alliance partners that they do not spoil their chances for each other and work together with each other effectively.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Prajwal, for joining us with those details. That's the big update we have right now. JDS's list is out, and HD Kumaraswamy is now confirmed to be contesting the Lok Sabha seat Monday, the upcoming polls. Right, in some more news, the BJP has released its 6th list of Lok Sabha candidates, and in the list of 3 candidates, 2 leaders have been fielded from the Dausa and Karoli Dholpur constituency, respectively, 1 leader from the Inner Manipur constituency. The BJP delegation moved the Election Commission to file a complaint against Congress leader Shivaraj Tangadgi for his abuse against Prime Minister, where he said that Prime Minister supporters will be hit with a shoe. Speaking to Republic TV, actor turned politician Arun Govil says that he feels proud to serve the people of the country. He also mentioned that the energy seen in Prime Minister Narendra Modi is unlike any leader or politician till date, and hence he will take part in taking the centre's vision forward. Shiromani Akali Dal President Sukhbir Singh Badal has said that for his party, principle takes precedence over politics, and that they will fight the upcoming polls to protect the community of Punjab. He adds that Delhi-based parties only employ vote bank politics.
ਸਾਡੇ ਅਸੂਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਸਲੇ ਹਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ, ਭਾਈਚਾਰਕ ਸਾਂਝ, ਅਮਨ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ, ਆ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ, ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਲੀ ਵੋਟ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ।
BJP Lok Sabha candidate from Himachal Pradesh's Mandi, Kangana Ranaut, has responded to the sexist remark made in a post by Congress leader Supriya Shrinate. She says that every woman deserves dignity, and Kangana Ranaut has also spoken to media regarding that. Now, viewers, the raging debate right now is the sexist slur, the insult, the obnoxious remark made by Congress's Supriya Shrinate against actor turned politician Kangana Ranaut over her candidature from Mandi. Remember, Kangana Ranaut landed in Delhi today, and now what we know is that there are multiple reactions coming in. First, let's take a listen into what Kangana herself had to say on this comment.
मैंने उस पे आपको जवाब दिया है, अगर आप देखें तो मैंने उस पे जवाब दिया है कि मैं एक अभिनेत्री हूँ, और अभिनेत्री होने के कारण या जो भी किसी भी महिला का कोई भी, चाहे उनका व्यवसाय हो, कोई भी उनका काम हो, पेशा हो, हर महिला, चाहे वो टीचर हो, चाहे वो एक्ट्रेस हो, चाहे वो जर्नलिस्ट हो, चाहे वो राजनीतिज्ञ हो, या वो चाहे सेक्स वर्कर हो, किसी भी तरीके की जो महिला हैं वो डिग्निटी जो है वो डिजर्व करती हैं, और किसी भी महिला को अपमानित करना उसके सेक्सुअलाइज करना, और खासकर सबसे ज़्यादा जो मुझे दुख हुआ है वो जो मंडी जिसे छोटा काशी कहा जाता है, पूरे विश्व में छोटे काशी के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है, जहाँ पे ऋषि पराशर से लेकर ऋषि मार्कंडेय जी ने तपस्या की है, उसके बारे में इतनी भद्दी टिप्पणी, तो हम सब मंडी वासी जो हैं वो बहुत ही कष्ट हमें हुआ है इस चीज़ को लेकर। मुझे नड्डा जी ने बुलाया है, वो मुझसे मीटिंग करेंगे, और आप इसकी भी आप गरिमा रखिए कि अब मैं जो हूँ वो पार्टी से आगे या पीछे नहीं चल सकती हूँ, मुझे उनके साथ चलना पड़ेगा, उनके इंस्ट्रक्शंस के साथ चलना पड़ेगा। तो आप, हाँ जी, उन्होंने मुझे
बोला लीगल एक्शन लेंगे, मैम क्या लेंगे?
अब मुझे वो जाकर बताएंगे। आपको पता है ये घटना पिछली रात तो मुझे टिकट मिला, उससे अगली रात जो है ये घटना हो गई, तो आज मैं नड्डा जी से मिलने जा रही हूँ, तो आप भी थोड़ा संयम रखिए।
Now, the National Commission for Women has written to the Election Commission seeking stringent action against Supriya Shrinate. Listen to what NCW Chief Rekha Sharma had to say.
Very unfortunate. Election or no election, these kinds of languages should not be used against a woman. She is coming from a filmy background. She acted in many pictures, and this I think the work demands such kind of roles, and that's why the educated women in politics doesn't come. You know, such kind of languages just it is not attractive for women for the work especially, and it is very unfortunate that a leader of such stature is using dirty derogatory language against another woman.
One more thing, Rekha ji, you have only demanded the action with Election Commission against Supriya Shrinate or also with Mr. Ahir as well, because what he wrote was more derogatory and disrespectful for a woman, and it was a very less dignified words.
I think both of them used a similar kind of language which is very derogatory, and they should not have used. Maybe they are denying it after seeing the reaction of public and also media. But denying will not solve a problem. We have said Election Commission, because it is now code of conduct. So Election Commission is in charge of everything. We are requesting Election Commission to take action against both of them.
Meanwhile, leaders from across the political spectrum, viewers, have condemned this objectionable post by the Congress party, saying that such remarks should be avoided. Listen in.
जो ही कांग्रेस ने कंगना रनावत एज ए मंडी से जो रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है कंगना रनावत, उसके बारे में जो कांग्रेस ने ट्वीट करके जो शब्दों का वापर किया है, यूज किया है एक महिला के प्रति, कांग्रेस पक्ष के प्रवक्ता हो या कांग्रेस के नेता हो, ये भूल गए कि कांग्रेस को भी रिप्रेजेंट करने वाली इस देश की प्राइम मिनिस्टर एज ए इंदिरा गांधी, एज ए सोनिया गांधी जी जो कांग्रेस को लीड कर रही हैं, और प्रियंका गांधी जिस पक्ष में है और जहां पर वो चिल्ला के कहते हैं कि महिलाओं का सम्मान हम करते हैं, और वहां पर ही पक्ष के कई लीडर ऐसा ट्वीट करके एक महिलाओं को अपमान करने का जो कार्य उन्होंने किया है, मुझे पूछना है कांग्रेस पक्ष के सभी नेताओं को कि एक महिला को सम्मान किस तरीके से करना चाहिए। ये कांग्रेस भूल गई है क्या? सिर्फ कंगना रनावत के ऊपर बोलना मतलब सिर्फ कंगना रनावत को टारगेट करना नहीं, इस देश की हर एक महिला जो अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में काम करती है उसके ऊपर इस तरीके का विषय रखना मुझे लगता है बहुत ही शर्मदायक है। ऐसे पक्ष के सभी लीडर जहां पर 3-3 महिलाएं एक पक्ष को रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं, सम्मान किसे कहते हैं? अगर इनको सीखना है तो आदरणीय इस देश के प्राइम मिनिस्टर जी, उनके पास जाके सीखना चाहिए। 33% आरक्षण महिलाओं को देने वाला एकमेव पक्ष और एकमेव व्यक्ति हमारे देश के प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कहा है। तो मुझे लगता है ये जितने भी प्रवक्ता है, अगर सच में सोनिया गांधी जी, प्रियंका गांधी जी अगर इस देश की महिलाओं का सम्मान करती हैं, तो ऐसे प्रवक्ताओं पे, ऐसे लीडरों पे उन्होंने इमीडिएट कार्रवाई करना चाहिए। नहीं तो इस देश की महिलाएं इस बार कोई भी चीज बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगी, उन्हें उनकी जगह जरूर दिखाएंगी। और कंगना रनावत जैसी जितनी भी महिलाएं हम इस क्षेत्र में काम करते हैं या इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं, अपना सम्मान, अपना स्वाभिमान लेके हम अपने क्षेत्र को रिप्रेजेंट करने का काम करते हैं। जहां भारत माता की जय कहते हैं और कांग्रेस पार्टी ऐसी महिलाओं के नाम पे इस तरीके की अशोभनीय जो शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसका हम पूरे देश की सभी महिलाएं बहुत कड़ी निंदा करते हैं और कांग्रेस को उनकी जगह जरूर इस देश की महिलाएं इस बार दिखाएंगी, बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगी।
महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में बात करती है और उसके राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता जो खुद एक महिला है और एक नेता एक लोकसभा महिला कैंडिडेट के ऊपर अश्लील शब्द और अपशब्द का प्रयोग करते हैं। मैं इसका खंडन करता हूं। कांग्रेस के जो पार्टी है अगर सचमुच महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में सोचती है और बात करती है और कुछ करना चाहती है तो ये दोनों नेताओं के ऊपर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए और ये दोनों नेता देश की महिलाओं और बहनों के सामने माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
पॉलिटिक्स में मजाक भी होते हैं और ये भद्दे मजाक करने का रवाज भी चल पड़ा है जो अनफॉर्चुनेट है। जो पॉलिटिकल लाइफ के अंदर लोग हैं उनको एक दूसरे के ऊपर कम से कम भद्दा मजाक नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन अगर ये उसी से तय करना चाहिए, उसी को पूछना चाहिए कि उसने किस मकसद से ये किस हवाले से किया है। क्योंकि इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, जो यूट्यूब है इसके ऊपर बहुत सी जो बातें हैं वो वजाहत तलब होती हैं। तो इसलिए मैं समझता हूँ कि पॉलिटिक्स में मुद्दों के ऊपर बात करनी चाहिए, किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ के ऊपर बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। डेमोक्रेसी में हर एक को हक है यहाँ पॉलिटिक्स करने का, इलेक्शन लड़ने का, जीतने का, हारने का भी हक है। तो इसलिए इस चीज़ को मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। सारी पार्टियाँ वक्तन फ़ौक्तन ऐसी बातें करती हैं, इसको इशू नहीं बनाना चाहिए। अलबत्ता हर एक आदमी को परहेज़ करना चाहिए, वो इस तरह की बातें नहीं करें जो किसी को ठेस पहुँचाएँ, पर्सनल अटैक नहीं करने चाहिए। तो उन मुद्दों पे बात करनी चाहिए जो लोगों की रिक्वायरमेंट है।
And viewers, we will get you what Supriya Shrinate herself has to say. My colleague Harsha Janwani spoke exclusively to Supriya Shrinate on the matter. Let's take a listen into this telephonic conversation.
Been taken against the person who hacked your account?
I have written to the platforms and I don't answer arbitrary people. I don't know you. I have no idea who you are.
But as a journalist, I'm only asking you that what took you so long to delete the comment?
No, I didn't take any long at all. As soon as I saw it, I deleted it.
For hours, the statements was on social media handle.
No, not at all.
All right, time for a short break, viewers. On the other side, in Karnataka, BJP firefights infighting within. Yediyurappa sets out to quell the rebellion. We get you the details and much more on the other side. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party has launched a dirty, vicious, very personal and crude attack on Kangana Ranaut. Kangana Ranaut, as we all know, has been declared as the BJP candidate from Mandi. She's starting her political career. And what Congress national spokesperson Supriya Shrinate has done by asking what the Mandi rate card is for Kangana Ranaut. She says, what is the rate card in the Mandi for Kangana Ranaut? This kind of comment by the Congress is dirty, vile, disrespectful and obnoxious. Viewers, the Congress spokesperson put out a message on her social media handles asking in Hindi what the rate is. She says, "Kya bhav chal raha hai mandi mein koi bataye?" And there's a picture of Kangana Ranaut from one of her shoots, and the Congress party says, "Kya bhav chal raha hai mandi mein koi bataye?" Now we all understand enough Hindi to get what the Congress party is trying to drive at. Everyone understands that the Congress party is trying to ask what the rate card is for Kangana Ranaut in Mandi. Now, why did the Congress attack Kangana Ranaut like this? They have done so because self-made women, achievers like Kangana Ranaut, self-made people like Kangana Ranaut, who have achieved something in life on their own from nothing, are the opposite of women like Priyanka Gandhi. Vadra. Unlike Priyanka Vadra, who has no professional achievement, no singular professional achievement that she can ever claim except her family name. Nothing. Just that she's the daughter of Sonia Gandhi. Unlike Priyanka Vadra, who has no professional achievement at all, no job, no career growth, no major professional achievement done on her own. Kangana Ranaut is the opposite of Priyanka Vadra. Kangana Ranaut is a self-made young woman who has risen through all
And now more defections coming in from the Congress party to the BJP. Congress MP Ravneet Bittu has joined the BJP. And let's take a listen, in fact, a reaction from Bittu himself.
डरा रहा हूँ ना किसी को, मेरा तो सिर्फ ये है पंजाब क्यों पीछे रहे। हम पंजाब में हमारे को एमपी बना के भेजते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, तो लेकिन यहाँ हम अपोजिशन में बैठ जाते हैं आके। तो यही लोगों का मन था भी अगर हम वोट देते हैं आपको, आप पंजाब के लिए कुछ कीजिए, क्योंकि किसानों की समस्याएं हैं, मजदूरों की समस्याएं हैं। कोई आके यहाँ पे ऐसा लोगों के बीच में जो जीते हुए नुमाइंदे हों, वो अगर बात करेंगे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब से, एचएम साहब से, एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर साहब से, इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्टर से, तो मसले हल होंगे। ये बात कोई पार्टी की नहीं है, बात अब ये भी लोग चाह जब मोदी जी को रहे हैं, उनकी सरकार 10 साल से आगे भी आप सब जगह यही है भी मोदी जी बिल्कुल क्लियर मैंडेट से, मेजॉरिटी से वो आ रहे हैं, तो हम पंजाब वाले क्यों पीछे रहें? क्यों ना हम उस यज्ञ में अपना योगदान भी दें और उसमें से अपने पंजाब के लिए कुछ ना कुछ लेके जाएं। एमपी तो बना ही देते हैं, एमपी तो फिर बना देते हैं वो, लेकिन जो काम सरकार में होते हैं, जो गवर्नमेंट से काम किसी स्टेट के लिए किए जाते हैं, उसे प्रायोरिटी देके ये फैसला लिया गया है।
And for a short break, viewers on the other side. In Karnataka, BJP firefights and fighting. Yediyurappa sets out to quell the rebellion. We get you details on the other side. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
Dos partidos contra dos selecciones sudamericanas a nivel individual muy contento, ¿no? Sobre todo para medir nuestras fuerzas, creo que muchas veces no nos enfrentamos y son rivales completamente diferentes a lo que estamos acostumbrados, y creo que va a ser un test muy interesante para medir dónde estamos, para sobre todo, ya te digo, enfrentar a la selección colombiana que lleva creo 2 años, ¿no?, sin perder un partido, y a Brasil, ¿no? Entonces 2 test muy importantes para nuestra preparación a la Eurocopa, para competir contra las selecciones de altísimo nivel. Y bueno, con Luis Díaz en ese sentido, pues ya lo conozco de aquí en la Premier, y bueno, es uno de los grandes jugadores de esta selección, que tienen muchos, y también he coincidido con bastantes de ellos en mis equipos, como Santos Borré, Arias, así que bueno, feliz de reencontrarme con ellos, y creo que va a ser un partido bonito para la gente de ver.
Estos 2 partidos ante 2 rivales dificilísimos, el primero mañana ante un grandísimo rival, si queréis luego lo hablamos un poquito y lo analizamos, pues tiene que servir, después de 4 meses que no llevamos juntos, pues recuperar esas sensaciones y seguir creciendo.
शक्ति शब्द होता है, हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं।
इंडिया अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है। मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा।
ये टीका ना कमाल है, करता काम बड़े बेमिसाल है। मां की सुरक्षा है, प्यार है, धर्म का दर्पण है, संस्कार है, आधी आबादी का सौंदर्य है, श्रृंगार है। जब उंगली पर आ जाए तो सबसे बड़ा हथियार है। इस बार हर भारतवासी लोकतंत्र का पर्व मनाए, नजर का टीका लगाए, राष्ट्र को श्रेष्ठ बनाए।
Inquires about poll preparedness from Bashirhat candidate Rekha Patra says whole of India is proud of her courage. Kangana lambas Congress after rate card slur in national capital, now to meet BJP chief. Complete uproar after Congress's insult on Kangana. BJP to hit the streets of Mandi on Wednesday. Congress on the back foot after backlash over sexist slur, says Kangana is Himachal's daughter. ED sources say Kejriwal under surveillance. Internal probe into any leak from ED headquarters underway. Yet another terror attack in Pakistan. 5 Chinese nationals among 6 killed in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Good evening and welcome, friends, to this Tuesday edition of Biggest Story Tonight, in which we are focusing on the developments connected with the slut that Congress party chief spokesperson, not chief spokesperson, their IT cell in charge, Supriya Shrinate, cast on Kangana Ranaut, BJP's Mandi candidate. In fact, Kangana responded to the sexist remark made allegedly in a post by Supriya Shrinate. We say allegedly because she has sort of tried to distance herself. And Kangana then says, every woman deserves her dignity. First, listen into the reply that Kangana had given. Kangana, meanwhile, is in Delhi and will meet BJP President JP Nadda at 8:30 p.m. tonight. Let's look at what's really happened over the last few hours since Kangana landed up in Delhi for her meeting.
The Lok Sabha elections are right around the corner, and with each passing day, the political discourse is only getting worse. A testimony to that is Congress's latest post against Kangana Ranaut. A day after the BJP announced Kangana's electoral debut from Mandi for the Lok Sabha polls, the Congress did the unthinkable and unforgivable. An Instagram post from Congress leader Supriya Shrinate's handle kicked up a storm. Drawing the rate card analogy, the post reeked of sexism. The alleged post said, "What are the rates now in Mandi?" with an obscene picture of the actor turned politician. What is shocking is that the post was made against a woman from a woman's social media handle. And within moments, the post went viral, drawing widespread criticism over Kong's dirty talk. Soon, Kangana Ranaut hit back and called out Congress's below-the-belt remark. On Monday, Kangana responded on social media. But today, on her way to meet the BJP national president, Kangana expressed displeasure and immense hurt. She also branded it as an insult to women and Mandi, which is referred to as Chota Kashi.
किसी भी महिला को अपमानित करना, उसके सेक्सुअलाइज करना, और खासकर सबसे ज़्यादा जो मुझे दुख हुआ है वो जो मंडी जिसे छोटा काशी कहा जाता है, पूरे विश्व में छोटे काशी के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है, जहाँ पे ऋषि पराशर से लेकर ऋषि मार्कंडेय जी ने तपस्या की है, उसके बारे में इतनी भद्दी टिप्पणी, तो हम सब मंडी वासी जो हैं वो बहुत ही कष्ट हमें हुआ है.
The NCW also condemned the post as derogatory and urged the ECI to take action against the Congress leader and the grand old party.
Such kind of language is just it is not attractive for women for the work especially, and it is very unfortunate that a leader of such stature is using dirty derogatory language against another woman.
The BJP rallied behind Kangana and called out Congress's anti-women mindset. Former Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur has given a clarion call for a protest in Mandi against Congress. Listen in to some of the fiercest reactions from the Saffron Party.
कि रियल लाइफ और रियल लाइफ में क्या अंतर है. रियल लाइफ में एक कलाकार को कई चरित्र निभाने पड़ते हैं, तो क्या वो जो चरित्र निभा रहा है उसका रियल लाइफ का वही चरित्र बनाओगे आप कांग्रेस के लोग? ये आपके संस्कार हैं.
What's even more shocking is that the opposition continues to endorse the sexist slur.
ये बात कोई भी स्वीकारने को तैयार नहीं है, क्योंकि एक नहीं सभी कांग्रेस के नेता लगभग इसी प्रकार की जुबान बोल रहे हैं, और इसीलिए ऐसा लगता है कि ये पोस्ट शायद सुप्रिया श्रीनेत का जरूर हो, पर ये सोच कांग्रेस की है.
Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, who advocate for women's rights, haven't condemned the remark. And even 24 hours later, there's no action against the culprit. Bureau Report, Republic TV. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, Republic spoke to Supriya Shrinate, who now seems to be finding herself in a hot soup, trying to distance herself from that post. Listen in to her brazen defense when Harsha Chandwani of Republic called her.
Taken against the person who hacked your account?
I have written to the platforms and I don't answer arbitrary people. I don't know you. I have no idea who you are.
But as a journalist, I'm only asking you that what took you so long to delete the comment?
No, I didn't take any long at all. As soon as I saw it, I deleted it.
For hours, the statements was on social media handle.
No, not at all.
All right, let's look at some election stories in top wrap. The BJP releases 6th list of Lok Sabha candidates today. In the list of 3 candidates, 2 have been fielded from Dausa and Karoli, Dholpur constituency of Rajasthan, and 1 from Inner Manipur constituency. BJP delegation moved the Election Commission to file a complaint against Congress leader Shivaraj Tangadagi for his abuse against Prime Minister, where he said that the Prime Minister's supporters would be hit with a shoe. Speaking to Republic, actor and politician Arun Govil said that he feels proud to serve the people of his country. He also mentioned that the energy seen in Prime Minister Narendra Modi is unlike any leader or politician till date, and hence he will take part in taking the centre's vision forward. Shiromani Akali Dal President Sukhbir Singh Badal has said that for his party, principle takes precedence over politics and that they will fight the upcoming polls to protect the community of Punjab. He added that Delhi-based parties only employ vote bank-based politics.
ਸਾਡੇ ਅਸੂਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਸਲੇ ਹਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਕ ਸਾਂਝ ਅਮਨ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਆ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਲੀ ਵੋਟ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ
BJP candidate for the Haridwar Lok Sabha seat and former Uttarakhand Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat filed his nomination for upcoming elections in Haridwar today. All right, from elections, let's look at what's really happening to our west in Pakistan. In just a week, the Baloch Liberation Army has struck two key assets in Pakistan after last week's attack on Gwadar port. This time, the BLA's Majid Brigade has targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station. The PNS Siddiq was targeted by more than 6 attackers who tried to enter the naval base from 3 sides on Monday. However, Pakistani forces say that they have thwarted the entire attempt by killing all 6 Baloch attackers. The question remains, can Pakistan handle its internal security? And this comes just on a day when 5 Chinese nationals have lost their lives in a suicide bombing. Here's a report.
Days after attacks on Gwadar port in Pakistan, Baloch attackers targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station in Turbat. PNS Air Station Siddiqui was attacked by at least 6 Baloch attackers on Monday.
Pakistan security forces foiled another terrorist attempt in Balochistan. Last night, Balochistan Liberation Army unleashed an attack on a naval base in Turbat. 6 terrorists have been killed and no reports of any casualty on the part of Pakistan security forces. Pakistani government is yet to give statement on the attack.
Banned Baloch Liberation Army outfit, the Majid Brigade, has claimed responsibility of the attack. This is its 3rd attack this year on the security forces and the 2nd such attack in just a week. BLA's Majid Brigade has been firmly against Chinese infrastructure investments in Balochistan region and has constantly targeted CPEC-linked projects. The Majid Brigade also has claimed responsibility in the past for the attack on Chinese consulate in Karachi in 2018. The animosity against China has been increasing in Pakistan. Just today, 5 Chinese nationals were killed by a suicide bomber who attacked their convoy in the northwestern province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The question remains, is the Pakistan army struggling to maintain its territorial security? And are investments in Pakistan safe from its own people? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, I'm told Kaswar is joining us live from Islamabad. Kaswar, some bad days for Pakistani security establishment. First, the Turbat attack, and now we have 5 Chinese nationals killed in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. How are the security agencies really responding to this crisis panning out, particularly vis-a-vis the Chinese nationals, because China can come down heavily on Pakistan?
Well, you have rightly pointed. It was another bad day in Pakistan, and just last night, an attack was unleashed on one of Pakistan's heavily guarded naval base in Turbat. But fortunately, the Pakistan law enforcement agency repulsed the attack. But attacking on such a heavily guarded naval base it's a question. And today, 5 Chinese engineers have lost their life in a suicide bombing. Yes, you have rightly pointed out, it was a bad day. But let me tell you that Pakistan's armed forces claim that they are fully prepared to repulse the attack. And we have seen that in last week, 3 attacks were repulsed. But today's bombing on a convoy of Chinese engineers in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province has actually raised eyebrows and also question as well. Pakistan's claim that they are fully prepared to take on these attacks. These are proxy of the enemies who are the enemies of Pakistan. But one thing is for sure, that is Pakistan government could not come up with a solid state plan to safeguard the lives and the properties of Chinese in Pakistan. And I think what I am getting from his sources is now Chinese are also raising some question because, the Chinese, a number of Chinese are still residing in Pakistan, in Gwadar, in Balochistan, in Quetta, and in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's different cities. And also Pakistan has entered the second phase of China-Pakistan economic corridors as well. And in the background of these attacks, they have raised several questions.
Okay, but then what happens from here on, Kaswar? Has the government reached out to China and given their side of the story to them, or the Chinese have approached the government and sought an explanation?
Well, I did not get any sort of news report that can translate that the Chinese have raised question. Chinese have reached out to Pakistani government. There are no reports. But one thing is for sure, whenever Chinese contact the Pakistani government regarding these attacks, this is something which we journalists hardly can get the sense of in Pakistan. But one of the other attacks, whether they were repulsed, but one of the other attacks have actually made Chinese to raise some questions regarding their security and the safety of the engineers and other nations residing in Pakistan. But so far, I could not get any report which can translate that the Chinese or part of the Chinese are uneasy with the Pakistani government. But on the other hand, they believe Pakistan has some security issues, and these are not new security concerns. Let me tell you, ever since the Pakistan and Chinese have launched China-Pakistan economic growth, such attacks have been happening in Pakistan, and Chinese are used to it. But the thing which is haunting both of the government is that is the frequency of attack. In last week, in last 7 days, 3 attacks on Pakistan, in Gwadar, then in Turbat, and now today in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The frequency of the attack is something that is haunting both of the government. And one thing is important is that both governments, the Chinese and the Pakistani, was under the impression that soon after Taliban government in Afghanistan, there may be some respite for the both of them because they were under the impression that TTP and other terrorist groups have been under the control of Taliban. But soon after fall of Kabul, it did not happen. Rather, the frequency of attack inside Pakistan have raised. And this is something which is haunting Pakistan and China at the moment.
Okay. Obviously, bad days there so far as security situation or internal security situation is concerned in Pakistan. Thank you so much, Kaswar, for bringing us up to date with those developments. And we move on back to election coverage. And in Delhi, seat sharing talks between the Congress and the RJD are taking place at Mukul Wasnik's residence. Breaking news development coming in. Remember, Lalu Prasad Yadav and Sant Tejasvi had landed in Delhi last evening, and now they are meeting at the residence of Mukul Wasnik. And from the Congress side, KC Venugopal and State Congress President Akhilesh Singh are also present. Congress obviously is miffed at being offered just 6 seats by the RJD and wants to contest on at least 10 seats, and that's why these parleys happening in Delhi. But if you remember, the RJD has already announced some candidates, and that has put the Congress in a pick-one situation. So, for example, on Purulia, where the Congress wanted its candidate, RJD has already announced one, and that's why these talks and perhaps heated conversations happening there. We will bring you viewers up to date with what's really happening between the Congress and the RJD about seat sharing in Bihar. And for now, we have to slip into a short break. But on the other side, Kangana lambasts Congress after rate card slur in national capital. She's going to meet BJP chief Nadda in a while from now. ED sources say Kejriwal under surveillance. Internal probe into any leak from ED headquarters underway.
Dos partidos contra dos selecciones sudamericanas a nivel individual muy contento, ¿no? Sobre todo para medir nuestras fuerzas, creo que muchas veces no nos enfrentamos y son rivales completamente diferentes a lo que estamos acostumbrados y creo que va a ser un test muy interesante para medir dónde estamos, para sobre todo, ya te digo, enfrentar a la selección colombiana que lleva creo 2 años, ¿no? Sin perder un partido y a Brasil, ¿no? Entonces 2 test muy importantes para nuestra preparación a la Eurocopa, para competir contra las selecciones de altísimo nivel. Y bueno, con Luis Díaz en ese sentido, pues ya lo conozco de aquí en la Premier y bueno, es uno de los grandes jugadores de esta selección, que tienen muchos y también he coincidido con bastantes de ellos en mis equipos, como Santos Borré, Arias, así que bueno, feliz de reencontrarme con ellos y creo que va a ser un partido bonito para la gente de ver.
Estos 2 partidos ante 2 rivales dificilísimos, el primero mañana ante un grandísimo rival, si queréis luego lo hablamos un poquito y lo analizamos, pues tiene que servir después de 4 meses que no llevamos juntos, pues recuperar esas sensaciones y seguir creciendo.
हम खोलेंगे अपना रेडियो स्टेशन। यह है देश का रेडियो। सेट अगेंस्ट
Welcome back. The Delhi excise policy scam is picking up pace. In the latest development, a Delhi court today remanded arrested BRS leader K. Kavita to 14 days of judicial custody. Kavita has been an accused in the case and allegedly the co-conspirator of the Liquorgate case, along with arrested Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. And the charges seem to be serious. The ED is unrelenting. The question is, for how much longer will the accused remain blatantly defiant? Take a look.
That was BRS leader K. Kavita at the Rouse Avenue Court today. As the Delhi excise policy scam picks pace, trouble mounts for the alleged key conspirators. Today, the court sent K. Kavita to 14-day judicial custody until April 9th. Defiant, she ducks Republic's questions.
Money laundering case, it is a political laundering case. One accused has already joined BJP. Accused has given 50 crores in electoral bonds. This is not a money laundering case, it is a political laundering case. It is a fabricated and false case. We will come out very clean. Jai Telangana.
Produced in court after the ED had levelled serious charges against the BRS leader. The agency called Kavita a key member of the South Group, accused of paying kickback money to AAP worth over 100 crores. As the legal battle continues in the Liquorgate case, the AAP has taken to streets in the national capital to protest against the arrest of their chief, Arvind Kejriwal. The charges are serious. The investigation has picked pace. For how long can the leaders accused in the excise policy case remain defiant? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
In the latest development in the Rameshwaram Cafe Blast case, the National Investigation Agency has detained 2 more suspects who have supposedly had links with the bomber. The NIA is questioning the 2 detained persons. Our colleague Prajwal gets you more on this.
The National Investigation Agency has now intensified its search into the Bengaluru Cafe Blast case, which happened on the 1st of March in Bengaluru. And now 2 suspects have been detained by the National Investigation Agency on Saturday evening on the outskirts of the city. In Electronic City is what sources within the investigation agency are stating. Now it is suspected that these 2 individuals were in constant touch with the suspected bomber, who is being identified as Musafir Hussain Shazib, according to sources as well. And also the National Investigation Agency is looking into the call records as well as the messages that has been shared on social media platforms as well as on several other communication platforms like Wicker and Telegram as well, to go through whether they were in constant touch. The call detail records as well as the call recording dump is also being retrieved by the National Investigation Agency, and based on this suspicion, these 2 individuals were picked up.
Right, we are against a short break. Come back with Kangana, her response to the rate card slur, and of course in Delhi, she meeting BJP Chief Nadda in a while. And the ED news tightens further. Kejriwal order, which is being probed by the agency, and a report on that.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
We got 2 on-field sessions and we got 3 classroom sessions a day. So we're learning a lot within 10 weeks, and that's the most important thing, because we're playing catch-up on kids who've played since they were 8 years old. So I think for all of us in the IPP, I think it's been massive, and you can definitely see the growth from week 1 to week 8. Here we are today. So it's exciting times ahead. Rugby's not about having massive playbooks, and I know there's pretty big playbooks in the NFL. And just learning the game. I mean, diving deep into the game, because I've been a massive fan since I was a kid. My dad brought me up to love the game, so when I've been watching it as a fan, like, obviously know the rules, I know a lot about the game, but when you dive deep into it, I think that's the interesting bit, and I'm excited to keep learning football.
I'd be lying if I said it didn't have a psychological toll. Like, I left in the ambulance quite abruptly from the training pitch, so yeah, it meant a lot to me. Just even yesterday, just doing the warm-up, and it was nice to sort of feel like I could close that chapter. Not to be over dramatic, but everyone gets injured, it's part of the game, but it being so sudden the way it happened, and then just leaving and never really getting the chance to come back was tough to deal with. So yeah, it's meant a lot just to be in the mix and to be with the boys, and then just sort of close that chapter for me personally. Yeah, I mean, the gaffer at club is the gaffer. I think he's one of a kind, and I obviously owe a lot to him. That he's been probably the biggest influence on my career, or definitely. And yeah, it's nice to have that support from your manager, and I definitely didn't ask him to do it. So, but yeah, he's obviously been a massive influence on me, not just as a player but as a person. So
I don't think there's a better game, to be honest. Brazil's national team, as you said, is just so rich in history, so many good players, and with the squad we've got at the minute, I don't think there's a better game in national football. So it'd be so good. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but yeah, it'd mean everything to me.
ये टीका ना कमाल है, करता काम बड़े बेमिसाल है। माँ की सुरक्षा है, प्यार है, धर्म का दर्पण है, संस्कार है। आधी आबादी का सौंदर्य है, श्रृंगार है। जब उंगली पर आ जाए तो सबसे बड़ा हथियार है। इस बार हर भारतवासी लोकतंत्र का पर्व मनाए, नजर का टीका लगाए, राष्ट्र को श्रेष्ठ बनाए।
डीएमके और कांग्रेस टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन है। डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है बिग करप्शन। डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है वन फैमिली रूल।
Kangana Ranaut has responded to Supriya Shrinate's objectionable remarks against her, saying that every woman, irrespective of her choice of profession, deserves dignity and respect. She went on to say that further course of action will be taken after meeting BJP President JP Nadda.
किसी भी महिला को अपमानित करना, सेक्सुअलाइज करना, और खासकर सबसे ज़्यादा जो मुझे दुख हुआ है वो जो मंडी जिसे छोटा काशी कहा जाता है, पूरे विश्व में छोटे काशी के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है, जहाँ पे ऋषि पराशर से लेकर ऋषि मार्कंडेय जी ने तपस्या की है, उसके बारे में इतनी भद्दी टिप्पणी, तो हम सब मंडी वासी जो हैं वो बहुत ही कष्ट हमें हुआ है इस चीज़ को लेकर।
BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla has said that it has become Congress's character to insult women. He requested the Election Commission to take action against Supriya Shrinate. He further went on to say that an insult to Kangana Ranaut is an insult to the whole of Himachal Pradesh.
सुप्रिया श्रीनेत जी जो भी बहाने बनाना चाहे, हकीकत तो ये है कि बिना उनसे पूछे उनके ऑफिशियल अकाउंट से, और क्योंकि वो खुद दावा करती है कि मैं हर पोस्ट को अपने आप से देखकर उसे बनाकर भेजती हूं और करती हूं ऑनलाइन, तो क्या उन्होंने ये पोस्ट देखा नहीं? तो लंबा चरित्र है कांग्रेस पार्टी का इस प्रकार की महिला विरोधी आपत्तिजनक बातें करने का और कृत्य करने का।
Condemning Supriya Shrinate's derogatory remarks against Kangana, BJP leader Basuri Swaraj says that Congress should apologize. Swaraj also called Congress an anti-women party and added that the comments prove real mentality of the Congress.
इतनी अभद्र टिप्पणी करी गई है इस देश की एक बेटी पर, एक महिला पे, इसके लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी को माफी मांगनी चाहिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी के शीर्ष नेतृत्व को माफी मांगनी चाहिए। ये दिखाता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की असल मानसिकता क्या है, कि वो एक महिला विरोधी पार्टी है।
National Commission for Women Chief Rekha Sharma said that the Commission has written to the Election Commission to take stringent action against the Congress Party and Supriya Shrinate. Of course, Sharma says that the Congress Party owes an apology to Kangana and hopes that Sonia Gandhi will take action. Leader of Opposition Himachal Pradesh Assembly, Jairam Thakur, revealed that BJP is working towards taking legal action against sexist comments made against their Mandi candidate Kangana Ranaut. He also said that the entire Mandi and Himachal Pradesh is angry and Congress will have to pay for this.
इस प्रकार के शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करना, मैं समझता हूँ ये बहुत बड़ी उन्होंने गलती की है, और दुख तो इस बात का है कि एक महिला ने, स्वयं महिला होकर के उसने टिप्पणी की है।
BJP MP Manoj Tiwari says that there's a difference between real and real life. Further went on to say that BJP respects the artists and women of India and that he's surprised Congress has such a thinking towards women and artists.
लाइफ में एक कलाकार को कई चरित्र निभाने पड़ते हैं, तो क्या वो जो चरित्र निभा रहा है उसका रियल लाइफ का वही चरित्र बनाओगे आप कांग्रेस के लोग? ये आपके संस्कार हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी भारत के कलाकारों का सम्मान करती है, भारत की महिलाओं का सम्मान करती है।
BJP leader Shaina NC called Congress a sinking boat that has forgotten how to respect women. She said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given opportunity to many women on the basis of their performances, and we must judge someone on the basis, and we must not judge someone on the basis of their clothes. Prime Minister Modi called BJP candidate from Bosherhat, Rekha Patro. Now, Patro, remember, is one of the Shandej Kali victims. Prime Minister spoke to her about her campaign preparations and support among the people for BJP. He also called her Shakti Swaroop. While speaking to Prime Minister Modi, Rekha Patro said that some TMC women were against her candidature, but she will continue to fight. She further went on to say that she wants to protect the honour of people in Shandesh Kali and, of course, Bosherhat. Trinamool Congress filed a complaint with West Bengal Chief Electoral Officer against BJP MP Dilip Ghosh for passing derogatory and offensive comments against Mamata Banerjee. TMC says that Ghosh violated the Model Code of Conduct. Delhi Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Gopal Rai says that the people are not able to understand how Arvind Kejriwal was sent to jail while Sharath Reddy was granted bail when both were booked under the same charges. He also says that the people of Delhi will continue to fight for Arvind Kejriwal. Calling the arrest illegal, Aam Aadmi Party leader Reena Gupta demanded that Arvind Kejriwal should be released immediately. She further went on to say that Prime Minister Modi is afraid of Delhi Chief Minister and does not want him to campaign in the upcoming elections. Jammu Kashmir National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah says that the Delhi Chief Minister is issuing orders from jail because he is still the Chief Minister of Delhi. Abdullah further went on to say that the detention of a sitting Chief Minister is not good for democracy and for the entire country. BJP held massive protests at the ITO to demand the resignation of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Police had to use water cannons on the protesters to control the situation. Kejriwal is in ED custody, remember. State BJP President Virendra Sachdeva in Delhi called Arvind Kejriwal corrupt and dishonest, adding that the government cannot be run from jail. He demanded the Delhi Chief Minister to resign. BJP's Bansuri Swaraj says that running the government from jail is unfavourable to the people of Delhi and asked the Delhi Chief Minister to resign. Went on to say that Kejriwal's soul is sleeping. Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court has sent BRS leader K. Kavita to judicial custody till the 9th of April. Kavita is one of the accused in Delhi excise policy scam. Now, Kavita's lawyer Nitesh Rana says that BRS leader's bail application will be on the 1st of April and more grounds will be pressed for this. Kavita called the case against her false and fabricated. She said that this is not a money laundering case but a political laundering case. She further said that she will come out clean.
They're given 50 crores in electoral bonds. This is not a money laundering case, it is a political laundering case. It is a fabricated and false case. We will come out very clean.
BJP released its 6th list of 3 candidates for Rajasthan for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. BJP has fielded Indu Devi Jata from Karoli Dholpur and Kanhaiya Lal Meena from Dausa. Tamil Nadu Congress President called Rahul Gandhi the voice of country, saying that Gandhi is the only one who can bring changes in the country, adding that everyone likes Rahul and he can be the Prime Minister. Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy visited the Jubilee Hills Assembly constituency as part of the Sikandrabad Parliament campaigning for the upcoming polls. Union Minister Sarbanand Sonowal filed his nomination for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls from Dibrugarh. He was accompanied by Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma. Congress leader and son of former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamalnath Nakulnath filed his nomination from Chindwara Lok Sabha seat today. And before filing his nomination, Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi held a roadshow in his constituency and met the people. Congress workers protested against the 6 rebel MLAs who joined the BJP. Now this comes after BJP fielded them for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Shiromani Akali Dal President Sukhbir Singh Badal said that his party works on principles while Delhi-based national parties only do vote-based politics. He said that Shiromani Akali Dal was made to serve the people of Punjab and its responsibility is to protect the people. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister and NCP Chief Ajit Pawar said that there is no confusion among Mahayuti and 90% of the discussions have been made regarding seat sharing, adding that 28th of March is the day when all announcements will be done in a joint press conference with BJP and Shiv Sena. After quitting Congress, Ludhiana MP Ravneet Singh Bittu joined BJP. He thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and said that he wants to take Punjab forward. The Adani Green Energy Gallery opened at London's Science Museum. Gautam Adani said that the gallery will serve as a pivotal public space in the understanding of sustainability, transformative technology and climate science. The gallery explores innovative energy solutions for a sustainable future. He called the gallery special as it makes us think and dream for change. Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system intercepted a rocket fired from the Gaza Strip. This comes as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu cancelled a high-level delegation's planned visit to Washington after the U.S. decided not to use its veto power on a UNSC resolution for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby says that the response by Israel to the United Nations resolution for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza was surprising and disappointing. This comes after the U.S. decided not to use its veto power on the UN Security Council's resolution. Families of Israeli hostages held captive in Gaza took to the streets of Israel to demand an immediate ceasefire deal in exchange for the hostages' return. Weeks of similar protests come even as the United Nations is currently debating the matter. German foreign minister met with Palestinian president in the West Bank city of Ramallah to discuss the conflict in Gaza. European leaders at large have expressed grave concerns for the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, urging Israel to negotiate a ceasefire deal. Now, UN Secretary General says that it is absolutely essential to have a massive supply of humanitarian aid in Gaza as people face imminent risk of famine. Now, agreeing with UN's stance, Jordanian Foreign Minister said that Gaza had now become an open graveyard given how many Palestinians have been killed in this conflict. Dozens of Palestinians from northern Gaza travelled south, crossing Wadi Gaza and into the central belt of the war-ravaged enclave. Most were carrying belongings, walking along the coastal road after increased Israeli offensive displaces several families from the Gaza Strip. Israeli military says its operation inside Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City is not over. Military spokesperson Daniel Hagari described the raid on Gaza's largest health facility as the most successful operation since the beginning of the war. Russian President Vladimir Putin said the perpetrators of the Moscow concert hall attack were radical Islamists. Speaking in a meeting with government officials, Putin said that the killings were carried out by extremists whose ideology the Islamic world has been fighting for centuries. Ukraine is set to ramp up its production capacity of weapons and artillery to pose a formidable challenge to the Russian military. This comes as President Zelensky has requested the US to pass the crucial bills that would assist in funding for arms. Meanwhile, Kiev has set aside $1.4 billion in 2024 as part of its defense budget. A New York City police officer was shot and killed during a traffic stop. The officer was approaching the vehicle when he was shot beneath his bullet-resistant vest. Officers returned fire and wounded one of the people in the vehicle. The wounded officer was taken to an area hospital but could not be saved. Hong Kong's leader John Lee has defended the city's new national security law. He said that prisoners convicted for serious national security crimes usually will not be released early under tightened rules for a new national security law, signalling government's hardening stance against jailed political activists. During his two-day trip to the French Overseas Department in South America, French President Emmanuel Macron detailed plans to combat illegal gold mine in French Guiana. He also encouraged troops to go in the fight against gold mining and suggested regulating sustainable gold mining to exploit the territory's significant gold resources. The latest move away from the country's post-war pacifist principles, Japan's cabinet has approved a plan to sell future next-generation fighter jets that it's developing with Britain and Italy to other countries. Cabinet also endorsed a revision to Japan's arms equipment and technology transfer guidelines. New Zealand has claimed that China-backed hackers launched a state-sponsored operation targeting its parliament in 2021. These allegations come a day after American and British authorities announced a set of criminal charges and sanctions against 7 hackers, all believed to be living in China, who targeted US officials and the UK's election watchdog. Bassirou Diomaye Faye has become Senegal's next president. This comes 2 weeks after he was released from prison to run the election. Faye's victory reflected the frustration among youth with high unemployment and concerns about governance in the West African nation. Residents were assessing the damage after gunmen belonging to an alliance of 2 powerful gangs in Haiti set fire to an open-air garage in downtown Port-au-Prince. This fire happened amid fresh turmoil involving the transitional presidential council that will be responsible for choosing Haiti's new leader. Farmers in London launched a tractor convoy march towards Westminster to protest pro-Brexit rules and trade deals that they say are endangering livelihoods and food security. Supporters of campaign groups united to call out the Rishi Sunak-led government to scrap the laws. South African prosecutors say that they intend to charge the Parliament Speaker with the corruption, alleging she took $135,000 in bribes over the 3-year period while she was the Defence Minister. Speaker is yet to be officially charged or arrested. Republican Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill that will ban social media accounts for children under the age of 14 and require parental permission for 14 and 15-year-olds. The bill DeSantis vetoed would have banned minors under 16 from popular social media platforms regardless of parental consent.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to get a little mental break, but yeah, I switched a couple other things that I would contribute more to my recent stretch, other than just going to Cabo. I switched a couple other things up. So yeah, but Cabo was a great break. I needed it for sure.
What'd you switch?
Some things like, I don't really want to talk too much about what I switched up, but it was a couple things other than going on vacation that's helped me out for sure.
Obviously, Michael, franchise record now 193 made threes in the season. He continues to shoot the ball 13 of 16. I told him just now, I said, go to Cabo. Whenever you want, I'll pay for it. Go to Cabo.
Yeah, it was like one of those wilt nights, 10-4-11. I'm trying to figure out which shot he missed. I don't know which one they credited him for a miss. That's tough at home. But I think, again, that's what he brings. The quarterbacks love finding him. He has great hands. His ability to finish in traffic is something that we haven't had. And so, again, I think he's back on that streak in finishing, but just dominating the paint on both ends. I thought we did a really good job of rebounding the ball, not giving them second or third opportunities tonight. Luka, I think, is showing how important each possession is defensively. He's getting steals. He had 4 steals. To be able to get on the floor this time of the year, it just shows how much he cares. Again, your leaders have to demonstrate by doing the little things, and for him to get on the floor, and then to be able to come up and, he's strong enough to throw the over-the-shoulder pass to Kai, and then Kai throws a lob. Again, just the unselfishness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party has launched a dirty, vicious, very personal and crude attack on Kangana Ranaut. Kangana Ranaut, as we...
In just a week, viewers, the Baloch Liberation Army has struck 2 key assets in Pakistan. After last week's attack on Gwadar port, this time, the BLA's Majid Brigade has targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station, the PNS Siddiqui, and was targeted by more than 6 attackers who tried to enter the naval base from 3 sides today. However, or rather on Monday. However, Pakistani forces say that they have thwarted the entire attempt by killing all 6 Baloch attackers. The question remains, can Pakistan handle its internal security? Here's a report.
Days after attacks on Gwadar port in Pakistan, Baloch attackers targeted Pakistan's second largest naval air station in Turbat. PNS Air Station Siddiqui was attacked by at least 6 Baloch attackers on Monday.
Pakistan security forces foiled another terrorist attempt in Balochistan. Last night, Balochistan Liberation Army unleashed an attack on a naval base in Turbat. 6 terrorists have been killed and no reports of any casualty on the part of Pakistan security forces. Pakistani government is yet to give statement on the attack.
Banned Baloch Liberation Army outfit, the Majid Brigade, has claimed responsibility of the attack. This is its third attack this year on the security forces and the second such attack in just a week. BLA's Majid Brigade has been firmly against Chinese infrastructure investments in Balochistan region and has constantly targeted CPEC-linked projects. The Majid Brigade also has claimed responsibility in the past for the attack on Chinese consulate in Karachi in 2018. The animosity against China has been increasing in Pakistan. Just today, 5 Chinese nationals were killed by a suicide bomber who attacked their convoy in the northwestern province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The question remains, is the Pakistan army struggling to maintain its territorial security? And are investments in Pakistan safe from its own people? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Maritime nations, I think, as the Secretary pointed out, we are at two ends, in a manner of speaking, the Indo-Pacific. Not exactly ends, but let's say Philippines is in the middle. We are at one end. It's also a fact that we are two nations who make a very exceptional commitment to global shipping. So every country has an interest in maritime security, in maritime safety. In our case, probably it is more than many other countries normally would have. I think members of the Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness Initiative. We are both members of RECAP, which is based in Singapore. We have ourselves started exercises last year for the first time between India, naval exercises between India and the ASEAN.
The BJP released its 6th list of Lok Sabha candidates today. In the list of 3 candidates, 2 leaders have been fielded from the Dausa and Karoli Dholpur constituency respectively, 1 leader from the inner Manipur constituency. BJP delegation moved the Election Commission to file a complaint against Congress leader Shivaraj Tangargi for his abuse against Prime Minister, where he said that Prime Minister's supporters will be hit with a shoe. Speaking to Republic, actor turned politician Arvind Kejriwal said that he feels proud to serve the people of this country. Also mentioned that the energy seen in Prime Minister is unlike any leader or politician till date, and hence he will be taking part in he'll be contributing in taking centre's vision forward. Shrimani Khalidal President Supriya Singh Badal says that for this party, principle takes precedence over politics, and said that they will fight the upcoming polls to protect the community of Punjab. He added that the Delhi-based parties only employ vote bank-based politics.
ਸਾਡੇ ਅਸੂਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਸਲੇ ਹਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ, ਭਾਈਚਾਰਕ ਸਾਂਝ, ਅਮਨ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ, ਆ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ, ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਲੀ ਵੋਟ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ।
BJP candidate for the Haridwar Lok Sabha seat and former Uttarakhand Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat filed his nomination for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Now, the Delhi excise policy scam is picking up pace. In the latest development, a Delhi court today remanded arrested BRS leader K. Kavita to 14 days of judicial custody. Remember, Kavita has been an accused in the case and allegedly the co-conspirator of the Liquorgate case, along with arrested Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and the charges against her are serious. The ED is unrelenting. The question is, for how long will the accused remain blatantly defiant?
That was BRS leader K. Kavita at the Rouse Avenue court today. As the Delhi excise policy scam picks pace, trouble mounts for the alleged key conspirators. Today, the court sent K. Kavita to 14-day judicial custody until April 9th. Defiant, she ducks Republic's questions.
Money laundering case, it is a political laundering case. One accused has already joined BJP. Accused were given 50 crores in electoral bonds. This is not a money laundering case, it is a political laundering case. It is a fabricated and false case. We will come out very clean. Jai Telangana.
Produced in court after the ED had levelled serious charges against the BRS leader. The agency called Kavita a key member of the South Group, accused of paying kickback money to AAP worth over 100 crores. As the legal battle continues in the Liquorgate case, the AAP has taken to streets in the national capital to protest against the arrest of their chief, Arvind Kejriwal. The charges are serious. The investigation has picked pace. For how long can the leaders accused in the excise policy case remain defiant? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And for a short break, viewers on the other side, in the latest development in Rameshwaram, Kangana. All right, we'll get you more on that. And also, Kangana has lambasted the Congress after rate card slur. She's in the national capital to meet the BJP chief. And ED sources say Kejriwal is under surveillance. Internal probe into any leak from ED headquarters is underway.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
हम खोलेंगे अपना रेडियो स्टेशन। यह है देश का रेडियो। Set against the backdrop of the 1942 Quit India movement, Ae Watan Mere Watan, helmed by Kanan Iyer, who has returned to the director's chair a decade after his directorial debut Ek Thi Dayan in 2013, attempts to narrate the story of Usha Mehta, a 22-year-old college girl who ran an underground radio station, Congress Radio, to counter the British-controlled AIR. The film aims to capture the pivotal role Mehta and the Congress Radio played in igniting the flames of resistance against British colonial rule. However, what unfolds on the screen is not a gripping tale of bravery and sacrifice, but rather a clumsy attempt that glorifies the Congress as the beacon of hope for the nation days ahead of general elections. While attempting to portray India's struggle for independence, Ae Watan Mere Watan fails into the trap of simplistic narratives. The film glosses over the complexities of the era, reducing significant events to mere plot devices. Ae Watan Mere Watan fails to effectively convey the gravity of the freedom struggle. The characters feel more like caricatures than fully fleshed out individuals, and the dialogue delivery is devoid of any emotions and nuance. The focus of the film is diverted towards superficial romantic subplots and exaggerated portrayals of villainous British officers. The plot follows a linear trajectory, offering few surprises to keep the audiences hooked. Also, instead of immersing the audience in the tremendous challenges of the times, the film opts for surface-level storytelling that miserably fails to engage or inspire. Does Ae Watan Mere Watan live up to the hype?
The film is unbearable thanks to Sara Ali Khan, who portrays the protagonist Usha Mehta. Her portrayal of the young freedom fighter lacks depth, emotion and conviction, failing to capture the essence of Mehta's courageous spirit. Her dialogue delivery feels forced, her expressions mismatched, especially in scenes where she is uttering the iconic Gandhian slogan "Karo ya Maro," which means do or die, and thumping her chest while chanting Vande Mataram. It's a struggle to watch the actress.
And welcome friends. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has sent another instruction out from ED custody, asking his ministers to take care of health services for the citizens of Delhi. Minister Saurabh Bhardwaj informed media earlier in the day that the Chief Minister was concerned that medical services like Mohalla clinics and provision of medicines for the poor were getting affected. Unlikely as it is, and we say this because there has been an official denial from Secretary Planning of Delhi. But if we agree with this disruption narrative of our minister, then whose fault is it? And what is the suggestion here? That nothing runs an Aam Aadmi Party government if Mr. Kejriwal is not supervising directly? That even day-to-day functions get affected or come to a grinding halt? If a chief minister has to handle anything between 20 to 40 issues in a given day, supervising 24 odd departments, for how long can Mr. Kejriwal run the show from ED custody, one department at a time, one general instruction a day? We're going to ask how would people of Delhi fare in this situation. Let's get you the headlines first. ED sources say Kejriwal under surveillance, internal probe into any leak from ED headquarters underway. Complete uproar after Congress's insult on Kangana. BJP to hit the streets of Mandi on Wednesday. Congress on the back foot after backlash over sexist slur, says Kangana is Himachal's daughter. PM inquires about poll preparedness from Bashirhat candidate Rekha Patra. Says all of India is proud of her courage. She is one of the complainants and victim in the Sandesh Kali case. Yet another terror attack in Pakistan. 5 Chinese nationals among 6 killed in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. No immediate extradition to United States for WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks' Julian Assange rules UK court. All right, good evening friends. 5 days after Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was arrested by the ED in connection with Delhi Liquor Gate, today Aam Aadmi Party claimed that Kejriwal issued another fresh order from ED custody to ensure smooth governance in Delhi. The way politics are panning out, the question is, how practical is it to run a government from ED custody? Here's a report and then I come back to debate.
Today in Delhi, we have a chief minister who has now become the kingpin of the Sharab Ghotala in Delhi, who is trying to run his government inside of jail on the basis of forged documents. Look, the entire matter is only this, that they do not want to answer the questions on Sharab Ghotala, and hence new drama is being scripted every day.
वो केवल और केवल फ्रॉड है, नौटंकी है। कोई सरकार के पास अधिकार नहीं है ऐसे। मुख्यमंत्री एडी की कस्टडी में है, बिना कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के कोई ऐसा किया नहीं जा सकता। लेकिन 2 लोगों का ध्यान भटकाने के लिए, लोगों की संवेदना लेने के लिए, उनकी सिंपैथी लेने के लिए ये सब किया जा रहा है।
हमारे अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ऐसे मुख्यमंत्री हैं, ऐसी मिट्टी के बने हैं कि वहाँ ईडी की हिरासत में भी उनको ये लगा हुआ है कि कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि मैं हिरासत में चला जाऊं और पीछे से दिल्ली के लोगों की परेशानियां बढ़ जाएं।
वो इलेक्टेड चीफ मिनिस्टर है एक पार्टी का, उसको कस्टडी में दिया गया है, रखा गया है। वो हल तलब है इशू, वो सज़ा नहीं है। जब प्राइमा फेसी केस साबित होगा तो फिर उसको कोई हक नहीं है, तब तक उसको हक है अपनी पार्टी कहाँ से चलाएगा, कैसे चलाएगा।
All right, joining me two sides of the conversation, BJP's spokesperson Charu Pragya and Ravi Srivastava leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party does not send its spokespersons on some shows here. So I would begin with you, Ravi Srivastava, before I go to Charu Pragya for BJP's position. Ravi Srivastava, one day at a time, one instruction at a time. Give a fair assessment. You think a government can run like this? A chief minister who's on a typical day giving 20, 30, 40 instructions, gives one instruction, a general instruction, please take care of health services, please take care of water services, and you think the government is going to run like that for how many days, Ravi Srivastava?
Good evening, Abhishek. I don't know, there is nothing wrong in it. I don't find anything irregular in this. He is well within his right. So he is not convicted. He is in the custody on remand. He questioned for. He is only showing that he has controlled Delhi, whom he has been serving for last 9 years. The issue is here, the fact that Mr. Sharat Chand Reddy, on whose statement he has been charged with 100 crore irregularity and all that, and on the doorsteps of the, because they are BJP. I have not seen one BJP spokesperson replying to the charge.
Audio ठीक करा दो.
Why did they buy
रवि श्रीवास्तव का ऑडियो ठीक.
59 crore bonds from Sharat Chand Reddy, who was the MD of Aurobindo Pharma, who was arrested in this liquor scam, and he was given a bail back pain. When people are serving jail term.
Okay, Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, your audio is not clear. So I'm told Nikhil Jain also has joined us. I would want to go to Nikhil Jain before I get Charu to respond. Please fix your audio. Please fix your audio, Ravi Srivastava. While you're speaking, it's not clear what you're saying because there is some glitch in the audio. Just reconnect once, please, and I'll come back to you. Okay, Charu. Okay, let me go to Charu then. Charu, Ravi Srivastava, whatever I could hear, said there is nothing irregular in what Arvind Kejriwal is doing. He's well within his right. And then came the pin of Sharat Reddy. So, I mean, the fact that people of Delhi could be affected because Arvind Kejriwal is not irregular or well within his right is something which is perhaps being missed by the Aam Aadmi Party supporters here, Charu. Charu, you have to switch on your audio.
How can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Please go ahead.
Shravan, sorry about that. Yes, I heard that remark where Mr. Srivastava thinks there's nothing irregular about the sitting chief minister of any state to be behind bars and for him to pretend there's nothing wrong with it. Arvind Kejriwal ji has actually scripted history. He's the first CM in the history of this country to be a CM while he's still behind bars. Even Lalu Prasad Yadav or Hemant Soren didn't do this. So he's worse than all the others put together. Let me also remind him that Aam Aadmi Party, last I checked, was a political party, not a theatre company with a dedicated script writer who's writing a script for the press conferences every single day. And press conferences, those which anybody would hear, will only laugh and laugh, because if Saurabh Bharadwaj wants to talk about the healthcare system of Delhi and specially mention the testing system, let me remind him there is an ongoing CBI inquiry into the scam where all these testing facilities were outsourced to a third party and money party. So maybe he should bother to explain that before he uses something for his political gain. Lastly, most importantly, a government cannot run from behind bars. Officers need to meet the CM. Officers need to visit, discuss, have meetings, get papers signed. How are you going to manage that with somebody who's behind bars and can only get visitors once a week? Or have you decided to completely make a mockery of the people of the city and take them so much for granted that, anybody else in your place would be afraid to behave like this? I think, it would be better if you just named a successor. At least the city would be able to function. Your party has become the epitome of scam every step of the way. So whether it is a Raghav Chadda who pretends to be away from India in London for an eye surgery, and on the other side we have an Arvind Kejriwal talking about some fantastic make-believe healthcare infrastructure. Why couldn't your own Raghav get his operation done here? Please tell me.
Okay, in fact, because today's instruction from the Chief Minister of Delhi is about health services.
Exactly,
Nikhil
he
Jain,
talks about testing
that's
services,
a pertinent
Shravan.
question that Charu Pragya is asking.
I have tweeted about that.
Abhishek, you find all her questions very pertinent.
Yeah, so Charu,
but she did not utter a single word about 59 crore electoral form taken from Aurobindo Pharma or the Sharad Chandra Reddy. Why that question is being omitted by each and every BJP?
Electoral bonds, I am completely qualified to do so. Shravan, you want to change the topic of the debate?
we are not discussing electoral bonds today, so let's not derail the debate.
By the opposition parties? Do you want to get into the details of that?
I want to get into details of
No, Charu, no. Ravi Srivastava, no, we are not discussing electoral bonds today. That's not the story. No. Charu, no. Ravi Srivastava, no, because we are not discussing electoral bonds today. We have done that for almost 10 days. Okay, Charu, no. Okay, Nikhil Jain, it's a pertinent question.
That's a money train which ends at the BJP doorstep.
Ravi Srivastava, don't derail this debate. We are not discussing electoral bonds. And my question is to Nikhil Jain. Nikhil Jain, pertinent question is, if the health services are so good in Delhi, and if the Delhi Chief Minister, he does not tire of talking about health services and has given an instruction today, why not someone as senior as Raghav Chadda, not his age, but his seniority in the Aam Aadmi Party, avail of services in Delhi? It's been 10 years that Aam Aadmi Party has been in government in Delhi, right? The things
Abhishek, I think that is just political rhetoric for Charu to make that if the health services are so good, why do you need to go abroad for a surgery? Time and again, leaders from across the parties, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party or the BJP or the Congress, have sought treatment, high-level treatments abroad in the US or in the UK, despite running governments in the country and claiming that
how does he afford it? Let's come down to that. How does he even afford it?
That is not for me to say. I'm not a Charu.
No, Charu, that's not the issue. He can afford it. He can very well afford it. Charu, that's not the issue.
Abhishek, my apologies.
Please do. And
Charu, that's not the issue.
Charu. If you have to ask me, how does Raghav Chadda afford the
eye surgery in
That's okay, Charu, that's okay. When he's married to a Bollywood actress, if you
No, Nikhil, I have corrected that. Nikhil, no crosstalk. I have corrected that. You answer the question. You answer the question. If it's about health services, if it's about affordability is not the issue. Affordability is not the issue. He can afford it, he can go. But the point is, he is a political person, he is a leader. And if Arvind Kejriwal never tires of talking about the health services or the improvement in health services, then obviously, something has to come from Aam Aadmi Party on Raghav Chadda's status.
And while he's abroad, he's meeting with terror sympathizers. Maybe you should address that also.
Abhishek, I think that is just political rhetoric to say that every politician should seek treatment in the government hospital of the government that they're running. I think that is simply political rhetoric.
Okay, forget about political rhetoric. Tell me give me a specific answer. I have a very important, even more pertinent question to ask. And you answer that before I go to Ravi Srivastava. You see, if you look at the BJP, for all the political attack that you do on BJP, of BJP being dictatorial, of only Narendra Modi calling the shots, Amit Shah calling the shots, there is a structure, right? When the candidates are being announced, when the BJP is releasing lists, you get those visuals of the Central Election Committee, 20, 25 people sitting, deliberating, meetings going on for 3 hours, 4 hours, and next day some general secretary comes, reads the list. What's the structure in Aam Aadmi Party? Who takes the calls? Who decides? If the Chief Minister, for example, because of the legal process, if nothing else, has to remain in either ED custody or judicial custody for the next 2 months, 3 months, we have Deputy Chief Minister for 13 months, we have another minister for more than 2 years, then who runs the show? Is there any structure in Aam Aadmi Party? As someone who leads towards the Congress party, you should be concerned, Nikhil Jain.
Abhishek, that is the point. That is the point that Charu had earlier made a point on your show that Arvind Kejriwal has scripted history by being the first chief minister to run his government from jail. He's also made history by the fact that he's the only second sitting chief minister to be arrested without a conviction from a court of law. And that too, in Kejriwal's case, he's been arrested 2 months before the elections. Hemant Soren was the first sitting chief minister to be arrested. No.
Don't try and spin a narrative here which is fake.
No.
He resigned. He went to the governor's office. He went to the governor's. He went to Raj Bhavan. He resigned. Then he was officially arrested. Nikhil Jain. Get the facts right.
The court, in fact,
that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
Why
that the
hasn't
BJP
he been arrested already? Did you miss that, Nikhil? You're an advocate. You're supposed to listen to what the Honorable Chief Justice says.
Has a charge sheet even been filed? Charu, has even a charge sheet been filed in Arvind Kejriwal's case? You can cite
Tell me, did he bother to even turn up for questioning?
Arrest is not incumbent upon charge sheet. Nikhil Jain, you are a lawyer, you know better.
In all the other cases, there was either a charge sheet or a conviction from a court of law. Arvind Kejriwal is the first chief minister to go to jail without even a charge sheet being filed in his name. That is what the BJP is doing right now. And it has now become a matter of principle. I can understand that this is not the best measure to govern the city of Delhi or the state of Delhi. But the problem is that the BJP is trying to put people in jail without any court of law.
Charu and Nikhil, both please pull back.
Evidence without
Structure. Charu, I'll give you the opportunity, Charu. Nikhil, please hold on. Nikhil. It becomes a matter of principle that Arvind Kejriwal does not resign like Hemant Soren did. Remember, Hemant Soren is not a BJP leader. He is someone from the opposition. He had the decency, courtesy, dignity, understanding of law that if he is being arrested, he should be first going to the Raj Bhavan and putting in his papers, putting somebody else in the chair and then get arrested. You know, he said, please give me time, go to the Raj Bhavan, get my successor going and then I'll resign. The problem is perhaps, Ravi Srivastav, that Aam Aadmi Party structure is such, or the absence of structure is such, that Arvind Kejriwal does not trust anyone to be occupying that chair. And that is the reason why this is happening. And that's not good for the people of Delhi, Ravi Srivastav.
I don't know what kind of a study you have done of Arvind Kejriwal. He has very successful chief minister for the last 3 terms, and he is charging his duties and responsibility very effectively also, and that is the reason that the people of Delhi have elected him and also elected him, and city also gave him the votes in Punjab and the government of Aam Aadmi Party. You don't have to question that what kind of structure he has got. Every party has got its own way of functioning. Aam Aadmi Party has got its own way of functioning. So why should you be worried that BJP got ED and CBI and income tax at their disposal? They are misusing.
I'm not worried about the BJP, Ravi Srivastav. I don't care whether BJP is worried or not. It's about whether the people of Delhi could suffer. You know, I'm being very practical. You see, I'm not saying that the Aam Aadmi Party government has lost locus. It's just that a legal process is going on. And for that period, do you have an alternative arrangement or not? First ask the question, does the Aam Aadmi Party has any alternative structure, arrangement, person whom the chief minister trusts and can asked to sit in? जैसे भरत को बोला था राजा राम ने कि खड़ाऊ लेके, भरत ने बोला था राजा राम को कि मैं खड़ाऊ लेके बैठा हूं, ऐसे कोई खड़ाऊ लेके बैठने वाला तो होगा?
I think the media should not be worried about that.
Oh, media is worried about the administration of the city we live in.
People of Delhi are worried, Ravi Srivastav.
We are very worried. We are citizens.
He is standing behind his son and the brother Arvind Kejriwal. They are behind him. They are in full force. You can see it on Delhi roads every day. You can see it on 31st again.
Okay, Charu.
Stand here.
Okay.
Abhishek, Mr. Srivastav's voice is coming very cracked and I can hear only half of it.
Yeah, I know. There is some problem. There is some problem. Sorry, but let me just structure a question and ask you, Charu.
Yeah.
Anybody. For me, you are a co-panelist.
No, there is some audio issue there. Ravi, please fix it. Charu,
Sir,
my
I
question to you
can't
is...
hear what you're saying. How do I respond to it if I can't hear you?
Okay, Charu, so let me ask you a question. It's okay, let me ask you a question.
We are only 3 people sitting.
Okay. No personal comments. Let me ask you a question. Charu, my question is, if the people of Delhi are concerned and you being, or your party being in power at the center, Why can't the LG act? Why can't there be a report from the office of the Lieutenant Governor to the MHA or to the center? Is the BJP also just sort of waiting and watching, or you believe that there is some process that has to be followed? Because if people are to suffer, then obviously BJP has a stakes in it. BJP also has to be a little more responsible going beyond politics.
Abhishek, you would be right. Except in this case, we are a responsible political party which does not want to interfere with the running of the government in any other state. For the record, let me tell you that the UPA central government has dismissed 84 state governments and the NDA, zero. Absolutely zero. So let's keep that in mind going forward. Now, Nikhil is an advocate, but as an advocate, I think he forgot some key points. The first one is that under PMLA, it is mandatory for the questioning to happen at the IO's office under videography. And Arvind Kejriwal did not comply with that. Not for one summon, not for two, not for three. He didn't choose to comply with it for 8 long summons. So today, talking about elections is actually futile because you could have gone and had this over and done with in October itself or November at most. But you choose not to do it. And your excuses were as feeble as मुझे विपासना के लिए जाना है. So please don't make a mockery of law, administration and politics here. The second thing is, it was the judge who asked the ED, why have you not arrested Arvind Kejriwal in spite of him skipping 8 summons? That's exactly what the High Court said when they refused to give bail to Arvind Kejriwal. And it was only after that that ED arrested him, as they should have done, in my opinion, a little earlier. But the same amount of time was given to Hemant Soren as well. Today, I think any responsible citizen of the country, forget a chief minister, forget someone who's been a bureaucrat in the past, even a simple citizen of the country would understand that resigning from this post is mandatory for the welfare of the people of the city. And these vague remarks which come from behind jail, and then you have your spokesperson creating more and more drama कि Arvind Kejriwal एक सोच है, मतलब आप क्या कर रहे हो? Why are you making a mockery of this? Why not address the issues? Why not answer the hard questions we are asking you? And why not stick to that? Because what
I have no
Atishi is
problem
doing with press conferences today is laughable. Rather, maybe you could answer some hard questions about the Delhi liquor scam that you've been indulging in. And you know why I mentioned? Because एक ही थैली के चट्टे बट्टे, every single one has made money from the Delhi liquor scam, and that money has been distributed. In fact, the Supreme Court had made an observation to say that more than 335 crores have made its way into the coffers of Aam Aadmi Party, and maybe the entire political party should be made into a party in this legal case.
Abhishek, can I now come in?
Okay. In fact, that is exactly what has happened, Charu. Nikhil, you know, because of the absence of structures, perhaps, even the agencies were facing difficulty. And that is why they sort of had a legal innovation where the Aam Aadmi Party has been treated as an association of persons or a company, body corporate, and Arvind Kejriwal as one of the directors of the company. And that's how, that is one more argument or one more legal way that the agencies are also dealing with this absence of structures within the Aam Aadmi Party. I mean, that's something serious, Nikhil Jain. If Aam Aadmi Party has big ambitions about national politics, they are already ruling in 2 states. They did become almost like the third biggest party, very close to the Congress in Gujarat and Goa. So obviously, if they have national ambitions, it's in the interest of the Aam Aadmi Party, Nikhil Jain, that they have some structure, they have some hierarchy, they have, you know, a pecking order based on which, if what has happened to Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, then maybe, you know, there is no problem. If Atishi can be chief minister, why not? If Saurabh Bharadwaj can be the chief minister, why not? But then at least the way a chief minister functions, taking anything between 20 to 30 or 40 calls a day, governance is not affected. I'm not saying it has got affected already. It's just been 2-3 days. And systems, you know, they have their own way of taking care of themselves in a huge machinery like government. But then, if that's what I'm saying, it's possible that Arvind Kejriwal might come out of jail tomorrow, day after, whenever the ED custody ends. But if he does not, then obviously you need to have an alternative, which does not seem to be the case, happening to be the case as of now. Nikhil Jain.
Abhishek, can I now respond to the different points that were made? So Charu said that Arvind Kejriwal kept on skipping the summons and the ED should have arrested him earlier. Exactly my point. The ED had the right to arrest Arvind Kejriwal after he skipped the summons, after he skipped the 3rd summons on the 4th of January 2024. The ED could have very well arrested him in January, yet they chose to wait till March and then arrest him. Secondly, Charu had made a point that
Don't
the
blame
Supreme
the
Court
ED
had
for this. Why didn't Arvind Kejriwal respond sooner? So now are you complaining that he's arrested, or are you complaining that he wasn't
Charu, I
arrested
did not
earlier?
interject. Charu, I did not interject. I did not interject.
No, I'm
Please
just trying
extend
to
me the same
understand,
courtesy.
Nikhil. I'm not going to interrupt you after this.
Okay. All right. So the second point that she said was that the Supreme Court said that 330 crores have found their way into the coffers of the Aam Aadmi Party. That is not what the Supreme Court said. That is an allegation of the ED. And so far as the ED being, so far as the Aam Aadmi Party being treated as an association of persons is concerned, that is a very spectacular legal argument that the ED has now come up with in order to put the entire party and entire bank of its leaders in jail. If that is how ED, if that is how political parties are to be looked at, if the kind of vicarious liability principle that the ED is now arguing in court is to be put forth, then for every single scam that happens in the country, even if some SDM or some Thanedar is doing a scam, we'd have to put in the Chief Minister, the Prime Minister, and the entire political party in jail for it. That is just a laughable form of argument that the ED is making before the court. In fact, the court itself suggested, when ED made that argument, the court said that why do you not make the Aam Aadmi Party a party within the case, which the ED never did, because they cannot legally maintain that.
Is an argument
the ED is just playing holder wash with the people of the country. They're trying to fool the courts. Now,
they are not.
One very important point, Abhishek. One very important point, that the same enforcement directorate...
Quickly, I've run out of time quickly.
A couple of months ago, they said that a certain person is a kingpin of the scam. Now that person has gotten bail, and the ED never imposed the bail of that person.
Nikhil, I've run out of time.
While a bunch of other people have not been given bail.
Nikhil,
that same person
this is scraping through the surface. This is scraping through the surface for a political argument. Perhaps is okay, but it is not okay if you want me to get into the merits of the case. Just page 22 of the remand application, I'm just giving you a hint, and for the benefit of viewers also, the kind of specifics that the ED investigation has gone into. Once the details really come out, it would be very difficult for the Aam Aadmi Party to really defend, because as I said, skimming from the surface is not what the courts go through. Courts go through in detail. Now, these are call detailed records of the Angadiyas who were used for the Goa campaign, and these are call detailed records cross-checked with witness testimonies. So these are call detailed records, and the Angadiya has testified, yes, these are my call detailed records, connecting them to the Aam Aadmi Party candidates of Goa who have given witness testimonies under section 164. You know what 164 CRPC is, Nikhil Jain being a lawyer. But it says, as per seized records and the statement of Sagar Patel and Shri Rajiv Ashok Mondkar himself, he has collected rupees 27 crore in about 16 occasions from Shri Sagar Patel in the period from June 2021 to December 2021. This is just record of 27 crores in 6 months between two people who were couriering the money to Goa. But I've run out of time. Sorry, Ravi Srivastav, your audio was not good. That's why I couldn't come to you again. But we'll continue these conversations. Once we go into the specifics, it would be damning. Thank you so much, Charu, Pragya and Nikhil Jain, for this PhD conversation. And of course, short break, trending burning question is on the other side with Niranjan Narayan Swami.
Lo stadio ci ha ricevuto in una maniera incredibile, abbiamo avuto questo abbraccio carico di amore e di affetto e vedendolo, vivendolo, penso di poter dire di aver fatto la scelta giusta, di venire a contraccambiare questo amore qui, in questo luogo, come scelta. E poi è bello sapere che la maglia azzurra ha tutta questa emozione in giro per il mondo e determina tutto questo affetto nei nostri connazionali che sono ormai da una vita all'estero. La squadra è stata attenta, ha tentato di mettere in pratica quello che avevamo detto e da un punto di vista poi di sviluppo ho visto delle cose anche fatte bene. Poi sempre gli errori un po' banali, sempre qualche leggerezza, persi troppi palloni in maniera leggera, ma questo ci serve per continuare a lavorare, per migliorare.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to get a little mental break, but Yeah, I switched a couple other things that I would contribute more to my recent stretch, other than just going to Cabo. I switched a couple other things up. Yeah, but Cabo was a great break. I needed it for sure.
What'd you switch?
Some things like, I don't really want to talk too much about what I switched up, but it was a couple things other than going on vacation that's helped me out for sure.
Obviously, Michael, franchise record now, 193 made threes in the season. He continues to shoot the ball 13 of 16. I told him just now, I said, go to Cabo. Whenever you want, I'll pay for it. Go to Cabo.
Yeah, it was like one of those wilt nights, 10 for 11. I'm trying to figure out which shot he missed. I don't know which one they credit him for a miss. That's tough at home. But I think, again, that's what he brings. The quarterbacks love finding him. He has great hands. His ability to finish in traffic is something that we haven't had. And so, again, I think he's back on that streak again in finishing, but just dominating the paint on both ends. I thought we did a really good job of rebounding the ball, not giving them second or third opportunities tonight. Luka, I think, is showing how important each possession is defensively. He's getting steals. He had 4 steals. To be able to get on the floor this time of the year, it just shows how much he cares. Again, your leaders have to...
Trending burning question, powered by Reva University and Century Club Prime.
Thank you for joining us on the trending burning question. The insults heaped on Kangana Ranaut. And it was not just one leader in the Congress party or one spokesperson in the Congress party. It was a deliberate, targeted attack, a campaign. Not one leader, several leaders have tweeted. One, of course, is trying to say that she didn't tweet it, but many others are standing by their tweet. Now, in their attempt to target Kangana Ranaut, maybe she's a soft target, an easy target for the Congress party. But it's backfired for them big time. Here's the story so far. Kangana has hit back today. She's in the national capital. She hit back at the Congress party. Take a listen and then we debate.
The Lok Sabha elections are right around the corner, and with each passing day, the political discourse is only getting worse. A testimony to that is Congress's latest post against Kangana Ranaut. A day after the BJP announced Kangana's electoral debut from Mandi for the Lok Sabha polls, the Congress did the unthinkable and unforgivable. An Instagram post from Congress leader Supriya Shrinate's handle kicked up a storm. Drawing the rate card analogy, the post reeked of sexism. Within moments, the post drew criticism over Kong's dirty talk.
कांग्रेस पक्ष के प्रवक्ता हो या कांग्रेस के नेता हो, ये भूल गए कि कांग्रेस को भी रिप्रेजेंट करने वाली इस देश की प्राइम मिनिस्टर एज ए इंदिरा गांधी, एज ए सोनिया गांधी जी जो कांग्रेस को लीड कर रही हैं, और प्रियंका गांधी जिस पक्ष में है और जहां पर वो चिल्ला के कहते हैं कि महिलाओं का सम्मान हम करते हैं, और वहां पर ही पक्ष के कई लीडर ऐसा ट्वीट करके एक महिलाओं को अपमान करने का जो कार्य उन्होंने किया है, मुझे पूछना है कांग्रेस पक्ष के सभी नेताओं को कि एक महिला को सम्मान किस तरीके से करना चाहिए, ये कांग्रेस भूल गई है क्या?
महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में बात करती है और उसके राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता जो खुद एक महिला है और एक नेता एक लोकसभा महिला कैंडिडेट के ऊपर अश्लील शब्द और अपशब्द का प्रयोग करते हैं।
पॉलिटिक्स में मुद्दों के ऊपर बात करनी चाहिए, किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ के ऊपर बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। डेमोक्रेसी में हर एक को हक है यहाँ पॉलिटिक्स करने का, इलेक्शन लड़ने का, जीतने का, हारने का भी हक है। तो इसलिए इस चीज़ को मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। सारी पार्टियाँ वक्तन फ़वक्तन ऐसी बातें करती हैं, इसको इशू नहीं बनाना चाहिए। अलबत्ता हर एक आदमी को परहेज़ करना चाहिए, वो इस तरह की बातें नहीं करें जो किसी को ठेस पहुँचाएँ।
Soon, Kangana Ranaut hit back and called out the Congress's below-the-belt remark.
मैं एक अभिनेत्री हूँ और अभिनेत्री होने के कारण या जो भी किसी भी महिला का कोई भी चाहे उनका व्यवसाय हो, कोई भी उनका काम हो, पेशा हो, हर महिला किसी भी तरीके की जो महिला है वो डिग्निटी जो है वो डिजर्व करती है, और किसी भी महिला को अपमानित करना उसके सेक्सुअलाइज करना.
The NCW also condemned the post as derogatory and urged the Election Commission of India to take action against the Congress leader.
Very unfortunate. Election or no election, these kinds of languages should not be used against a woman. She is coming from a filmy background. She acted in many pictures, and this I think the work demands such kind of roles, and that's why the educated women in politics doesn't come.
The BJP has come down heavily on the Congress.
जिस प्रकार से युवा शक्ति का अपमान हुआ है, कल हमने देखा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की मुख्य राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता सुप्रिया श्रीनेत, जो कि उनकी आईटी सेल की हेड भी है, उन्होंने भी नारी शक्ति का किस प्रकार से अपमान किया, वो आपत्तिजनक और अभद्रतापूर्ण पोस्ट करके। और न केवल कंगना रनौत का, न केवल नारी का, उन्होंने समूचे हिमाचल का, समूचे मंडी का और समूचे नए भारत का भी अपमान करने का काम किया है।
Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, who advocate for women's rights, haven't condemned the remark. 24 hours have passed since the post was made, and yet there is not one response or action from the Congress High Command. The question is, will the Congress sack their leader who made the sexist remark? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Joining us on the trending burning question this evening are Malavika Avinash. Malavika Avinash is a spokesperson of the BJP. She's also an actor. She's joining me live from Bengaluru. Bhavana Ramana. Bhavana is an actor and political analyst, leans towards the Congress party. She's also joining us live from Bengaluru. Now, thank you first of all for joining us on this show. Now, both of them disagree with the comment, but one is slamming the comment and the other is slamming the candidature of Kangana Ranaut. Now, let me go across first to Malavika. Malavika, I would have expected, the Congress High Command, right, to condemn this outright, right? I mean, you speak of a rate card, you put out a picture of the actor from one of her movies, right? And it's not one leader, several leaders do that in fact. Several leaders make such filthy comments on social media. One says it was a mistake. It can't be a mistake because it was obviously put out by her team on different platforms. But several leaders have done it, and all of them the same language, right?
Niranjan, one has to understand the context as well as the mindset of the Congress party and its cadre. It comes from a sense of entitlement because they have believed in dynastic politics, and all their lives they have been bowing down like slaves to the one single family that has led the party over the years, over the last 6-7 decades. So for them, it's a shocker to see a woman who is not a dynast, who does not come from a background that can give her any kind of entitlement. Someone who's worked hard on her own, made it. And therefore, for them, it is indeed shocking that someone like her should be in parliament along with them, because they are the entitled ones who should be going to parliament. That is one. The second is that she is an actress, and therefore it's a free-for-all. And this is not the first time that there has been a slur against an actress. It has been there in the past several times over, and each time I think women like me have come forth and condemned it. However, this time what is extremely unfortunate is that the slur happens on social media and on a handle that is held by none less than the head of the IT department of the Congress party. So one is to see it as an official comment by the Congress party. So where is the ladli hoon or ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon and all of that? So what happened to all of that? And perhaps the lady who has tweeted this in her account and who now is, running away from it, making some convoluted, justification, and she says many people had access. How many people can have access to one account? And is it not easy for her to zero in on who has done it and punish that person? It's over, I think now 36 hours since this comment came forth. So all of this, on the face of it, appear like lies and as an afterthought. because perhaps this lady in question who made the slur did not think that she would receive such a backlash. And she thought she could get away with commenting on an actress. It's a free-for-all. When it's women in general and actors in particular, it appears to be a free-for-all. And now it's time for the Congress party to step up. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, all of them should come forth and explain if it is their belief too that Kangana deserves the slur.
Yeah. You know, what happens is, you're a theatre person as well, and so is Bhavna, right? Who's on the panel with us today. The irony is that the person who tweeted this comment and is now trying to say that her accounts were hacked, I think she was a journalist, if I'm not wrong, right? Bhavna, you may hate Kangana for her guts. You may hate her for the stands that she takes. You may hate her for a few comments in the past. In fact, some have even pointed out to her comment against Urmila Matondkar a few years ago. But it doesn't still give you the rights to say what you did. See, if one is saying it's a mistake, or one is saying it was, her account was hacked. If a second person says it, it's a coincidence. But if 3 or 4 people are saying it, it's planned. It's a campaign. Bhavna, it's not right. What's your issue with her candidature?
Good evening, everyone. Hello, Ranjan. Namaste. Thank you for the invitation to join this today. To start with, I'm not here to hate anyone, any woman at least, for any kind of guts that they come up with. I'm never a person that I will hate anybody for anything, especially the women. Whenever they're talking about their own rights and where they stand and their own dignity, I never do that. But I'm not a great fan of Kangana. Let me just put it across here. As an actor, I've never found her that interesting on screen. Never that I've met her. But of course, I have encountered her once in Delhi, one of the show. But then I didn't find her that friendly. She is not a personality who is really friendly, who is not somebody who would really mingle with somebody else, and then who is not somebody who can really greet any other actor who is also coming from South. Not that I was introduced anyway as a South Indian actress, but that apart, but I've never found her somebody who is friendly. And then I've never found it right when she spoke about and against Mr. Hrithik Roshan and his father. A few years ago, that was something to do with her own personal relations and things like that. But the way she put it across about these two men who are in the public life and then who are part of the industry without any respect, I don't think that was really right on her part. So not that I've been judgmental, but then I do not like anybody of a film fraternity, because everyone will have their own hardship and they have their own story to talk about. So it has not been an easy rose walk or a cake walk for Hrithik Roshan and even for his father or the family of Mr. Roshan. Not that I've known them also. Not that I've known them. I've not known them. But then anybody who has been popular in their own field, and when they have achieved several things, and to make such a derogatory remark, whether it's a man, that is when a woman is made or her dignity has been measured or judged, probably, if at all, I think by the way she addresses the other men too, and especially of your own colleague, and especially whom you have really shared the screen with. So I did not really like it. But anyway, I wish her a great luck for this, and I also congratulate her for getting the ticket. But I don't think that she is a person that who can be friendly with the people, because we have never seen that approach of hers. It is not about being gutsy. Yes, she has come across and she's spoken a lot of things about a lot of people, but then I don't think she is the people-friendly leader. I really hope she turns out to be one, then that'll be really great.
I'm trying to count the number of unfriendly leaders in the Congress party. I don't even want to get started with that, Bhavna, but you made a mention of Hrithik Roshan. I remember we at Republic TV had interviewed both Hrithik Roshan and Kangana Ranaut. Both of them were interviewed by Arnab in different shows on Nation Wants to Know. And it's a story that you don't want to get into because she feels she was wrong and she has every right to speak out, right?
No.
But that doesn't give anybody the right. No, that doesn't give anybody the right.
Whether it's her right or wrong, but it is not right on her part to talk publicly in a very, not so in a dignified manner about these two men who are the son and the father, and they're also very well known in the industry. Not only in the industry, amongst the public, they're very well known. So it is not a right thing to make any such comment. And tu me kar diya na, it was very singular. It was not something that I would really appreciate anybody for it. She has all the right to comment. She has all the right to come out and then talk about her experiences. If she has a very foul experience, then she has all the right to do that. But the tu me wo acha nahi laga.
Well, you know, I recommend you to, I haven't seen her debating, but I recommend you to watch some of the debates, because I've seen some memes of the leader or the spokesperson who tweeted about Kangana, and you spoke about tutu meme and the language used. You should listen to some of the language that they use in debates, and you will be shocked. But Malavika, going back to the subject, right?
Anyway.
It's made Kangana a bigger person. No, but it's made Kangana a bigger person. I mean,
I
don't know. Maybe you feel she's unfriendly, but she's a good actor. I've seen some of her movies. She's a great actor.
Very big, and of course, Malvika ji, she will think that she is big. Of course, it is not about big or small. Big or small, it's to do with your own acceptance of life, how you accept people, how you accept.
No, but this
life.
will certainly backfire. No, Bhavna, the thing is, this is going to backfire.
Really measure anybody with their power.
It's going to backfire.
Very powerful. I don't know.
No, I'm only saying that in an election season, you can't say that it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire in an election season. That's all I'm saying. Malavika.
No. One second. Just a second, Mr. Niranjan. I really think that Supriya Shrinate will not be a person to make any such comment coming from the background of a journalism. Also, it doesn't seem like a woman's comment. It seems more like a men's language. I don't know. I could be sorry to say this. I'm not politically right when I say all this. But then the language doesn't seem to be.
No, it's not one. No. One second. How does it matter? No, 1 minute. No. It went out from her account. It ends there. And it's not one leader.
Okay.
Several leaders said it. Malavika, what's going to be the repercussion of this, in your view, in an election season?
No, let me go back to the subject that we were discussing. It had nothing to do with Kangana's personal life or what she had said earlier in the past, right?
Yeah.
This is an election season, as you have said, and we are discussing Kangana as a candidate of the BJP from the constituency of Mandi in Himachal Pradesh, and the slur that has been uttered against a candidate of the BJP. And for us, this is a very serious matter. All right. This is not a debate about what she has said and what her personal life was in the past. So I bring you back to the subject, and this is a subject of defamation for sure. And this defamation will be dealt with criminally, because there are several sections in the IPC which will enable Kangana to fight her battle for defamation. The BJP stands firm by her. The BJP of Himachal Pradesh has gone ahead and written to the Election Commission. The National Commission for Women has taken suo motu cognizance of this matter and has decided to escalate it as well. So, see, we are not going to take this the way it's come, and neither are we going to buy the lies that the lady in question has put out, trying to justify what she has said. What she has said in her account is unpardonable, despicable, condemnable, and certainly not forgivable. So she will not be forgiven for the same. She will have to face the law of the land. And I'm surprised that a person who comes day in and day out on television debating on behalf of the Congress party is not aware of the basic law of this country. I'm really surprised. And it speaks volumes about like I said, the entitlement that the Congress party bears as a party for having been in power for so long. It also reflects on their real mindset. Mrs. Gandhi, Mrs. Priyanka Vadra, none of them care for the women of this country. They are just empty. They make empty slogans. And all of this ladki hu, lad sakti hu seems to be all convenient and only said at a time when they think it is politically right to say so, not at all times. This is highly, highly condemnable. And I don't think even women should be debating it. Women should simply agree that it's a condemnable and despicable comment. That's all.
Yeah, Malvika, I agree with you. And I think, Bhavna, somewhere, I think you said and you questioned whether Kangana will be able to deliver or not, even if she's voted as an MP. But let me tell you, you're from the industry and people, when they judge women, it's extremely wrong. And I would expect you at least to ask people to give her a chance. You can't judge Kangana. I mean, people judged Smriti Irani, right? She is one of the most effective ministers of the Modi government today. And it would be wrong for anybody to judge based on someone's
attitude on a daily basis.
Yes.
Niranjan, it happens to us every single day.
Yes.
And we are fighting it and we continue to fight it.
Exactly. And
at the same time, you're not supposed to be supporting Kangana here because people are supposed to be debating about her. Not you. You don't have to say that she's the one who will be doing this, she's the one who is doing that. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be a center person and then who's not supposed to be part of any of these people, right? Either A or B group. So I am one of the person and Malvika ji is one of the person. We both are debating. So I don't think you should be directly supporting. Here I'm not being judgmental. It is not about being judgmental. So far, what I've seen of her, I don't think it's very people friendly. And anybody we think that who should be of a people friendly, whether it's irrespective of the party, we always expect people who are friendly with the people. That is when they can really understand the problem of the people around of their own constituencies. If they are not able to communicate with the people, then how can they even be able to solve any problem at all for the people?
If it's about Kangana,
you should be the one. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, one second.
I'm sorry, I will not.
1 second. Both of you, 1 second. 1 second, Malavika and Bhavna, 1 minute. 1 second, just hold back, pull back, please, pull back 1 second. 1 second. I think we're diverting from the subject. Both of you are theatre people. Both of you are also dabbling in politics. One is an official Malavika, 1 second. 1 second. I don't want to make it personal. It should not be personal at all. It's black or white. Let's not get into it. It's black or white. I mean, Bhavna, there's no point talking about, you're also bordering around, making a sexist comment by judging whether a person will be effective or not, will deliver or not, based on her utterances. I can go on and give you names of leaders who've been judged.
No. It cannot be so. What I've seen of her, because I've seen her closely also in one.
You're also in politics. You're also in politics, right?
Yes. That's true. I'm not being here.
Tell me, and why don't you tell me? Are they fair to you? Are they fair to you in your party? And let me ask you a straight question: is your party fair to you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So let people decide whether Kangana deserves to be the parliamentarian. Let the people of Mandi decide, right?
Has the party been fair to her? Because it's been so long years that she started, and then she jumped from one party to another party, and then
it's not about. See, it's not about. It's not 1 minute. No. You don't have to target Malavika now. You don't have to target Malavika now. Please don't target Malavika. That's not done. That's not the reason why we are having this debate. You don't have to target Malavika.
Okay.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Malavika is one of the most. I've had so many debates with Malavika. She's one of the fiercest spokespersons of the BJP. Right?
Oh yes.
We don't have to give character certificates, but I'm only saying let the people of let the people of Mandi decide. Let the people of Mandi decide who is the Congress party to give character certificate to Kangana Ranaut, or who's the Congress party to give character certificate to anybody at all. That's my point. I'll give the last word to Malavika.
I also need a last word.
I think as women, may I speak, madam? Niranjan, I think as women,
yes, go ahead.
As actors, as people in public life, we need to take cognizance of such slurs, of such defamatory comments made against all other women, be it actors or otherwise. We are not a free-for-all just because we are in public life. And I urge all the women to stand by Kangana, whether it's from the Congress or otherwise. It would have taken Supriya just a sorry, or it was not intended this way, that she apologizes for the remark and she could have closed it. Instead, she tries to justify it. See, that's the unfortunate part. And where is Mr. Rahul Gandhi? He also seems to be there, missing from action. But then there is a mindset of Mr. Rahul Gandhi from where all of this flows. He's the man who's against Shakti, isn't he? Shakti is the is the
Why Mr.
beyond
Rahul
of,
Gandhi's name to be pulled?
of Sanatana
He has
Dharma.
not taken any responsibility in the party, nor he is a spokesperson. He doesn't take any responsibility of talking on behalf of anybody at all. He is busy in his own
May
thing
I
and he
finish?
is concentrating on his
Madam, may I
constituency.
Yeah,
finish?
but yeah.
I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to
his
say
name has
something
to be
here.
pulled in at all.
Madam, may I try to finish?
Let her, yeah.
You are mounting a defense for Mr. Rahul Gandhi, but you will not mount a defense for Kangana. How unfortunate is it? How unfortunate is it?
I'm with any woman
Coming
always,
back to the
Malvika
subject.
ji. Even if it is Kangana calls me for campaigning, I will be the one to say good luck to her and I'll always be there to support her. That is a different thing. But I never liked the way that she presented herself in one of the TV show against
This is
Hrithik
not
Roshan
about
and
how
her
she is
father.
or who she is, or we have chosen
If
her
you're asking for a dignity as a
our
woman, you should be
candidate
able
from
to
Mandi.
know how to
Whether
respect
Bhavana
others
likes
too.
it or
That
not,
is
she
very
will
important,
be.
right?
So why are we going back to this? Why are we going back to this loop about her personal nature and all of that, which none of us know, made by a woman who is a leader of the Congress
personal
party
nature
and
what
who heads its
reflects
IT
here
department.
when you come into politics.
That's it. She should apologize for it, and so should the Congress party. And all the women in it, including yourself, Bhavana.
That's it.
Why will I ask for an apology for nothing? No, I will not do that. Why will you ask for an apology from me, Malvika ji?
No, I'll tell you. No, you have to. No. 1 minute. Bhavna.
Why will
Because
I
you
have
are in
to?
Congress party. Because you're in Congress
1 second,
party.
Bhavna, please. I don't know why you're taking this.
Please,
no, 1 minute.
Please apologize.
I understand that. I understand why you have to.
Party mein hai tu, who,
No. I'll tell you, Bhavna.
Ask apology for somebody else's mistake or somebody what they have done. I'm not even aware of that. I'm sure Supriya.
No, why not? No,
knows
one second.
She is a very
We'll leave it at that,
knowledgeable woman. And wise. And she has already said it that.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. Actually, I'll leave it at that,
Bhavna.
Bhavna. But I just want to tell you. No, I'll tell you. 1 minute. Let me tell you once again the tweet that was put out. It was an Instagram post, and I believe it was also on another platform, where Supriya Shrinate, it had 4,900, almost 5,000 likes at the time of it being deleted, which means it was there for quite a long time. And the caption was, "Kya bhav chal raha hai Mandi mein koi batayega?" And there was a picture of Kangana Ranaut from one of her films. I don't even want to describe the picture, but I'm just saying there's another leader. He said something to the tune of "Mandi mein ... I won't even say it. And he's a Congress leader as well. I would have expected you to say it's a pathetic comment and that the party should apologize. They should apologize. I mean, you can't defend something like that. I'll leave it at that. Because those are pictures also coming in of Kangana Ranaut. She's in the national capital.
Here I also remember
BJP President JP Nadda.
Incident what took place
JP Nadda. We'll take a short break right now. Bhavna, only because of running out of time.
And there the TV channel people did not ask for the apology on behalf of Kuchbu for everyone. Why are you doing it for Kangana also? Then it should be the same way that you should come the same.
Okay, we'll debate this once again. I have to take a break. Okay, Bhavna and Malavika, thank you very much. I'm running out of time. That's the only reason I'm ending this debate. Arnab is coming up next in exactly about 2 minutes with the debate at 9. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
We need India, there's no doubt about that.
For the first time, perhaps, after he took office, that he's speaking perhaps the right language in the context of India.
Well, yes, that also, I believe, has relationship or links to your invitation to me, and that I was able to be there and I was able to be seen with the Prime Minister.
And now when there is no military footprint of India in the Maldives today, do you think there is a sense of realization about the Chinese tilt?
Well, there is a sense of realization, and everyone would see that very clearly as well. You see, it was not a very good move by the government to reach out to China, especially for any lethal or non-lethal military equipment. This same vessel was not allowed to come to Sri Lanka recently.
Yes.
And the fact that it was allowed to come to the Maldives was wrong. As politicians take a little while to come to our senses. But we do come to our senses and we rapidly change course. And the fact that I was able to meet the Prime Minister, have a few words with the Prime Minister, and also the friendship that the Prime Minister showed to us, I believe that is a friendship that the Prime Minister has with the Maldives. The indications that I'm getting from home are very clear that we are on course correction.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest with us today, and he's speaking to us for the second time within a month, and he's a very special guest. His name is Mohammad Nasheed. He's the former president of Maldives. He was in India. He was at the Republic Summit, and he was one of our featured speakers. And him being at the Republic Summit was a big headline. The fact that the Prime Minister, who was also at the Republic Summit, mentioned Mohammad Nasheed. He spoke to Mohammad Nasheed after his speech at the Republic Summit. And given what's been happening between India and the Maldives, what Mohammad Nasheed says will be heard not just in Maldives, but in India. It will have diplomatic repercussions, or I fear it may have already had.
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है. हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं.
इंडी अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है. मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा. कांग्रेस को जब से कर्नाटका में मौका मिला है तो इन्होंने कर्नाटका को अपना एटीएम बना दिया है. दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी भाषा तमिल भाषा हिंदुस्तान की है. मैं दुनिया को बताना चाहता हूं सबसे पुरानी भाषा का गर्व प्राप्त है वो मेरी तमिल भाषा है. डीएमके और कांग्रेस टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन है. डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है बिग करप्शन. डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है वन फैमिली रूल.
Kejriwal's letter mystery. Can Kejriwal run government from jail? How did Kejriwal issue order from custody? We're debating tonight at 9 p.m.
डीएमके और कांग्रेस टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन है. डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka, Century Club Prime and Policy Bazaar. Co-powered by Belkolu.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. The question I want to begin with tonight is whether all public servants in the country are equal, or whether some public servants are more equal than others. And the reason I'm asking this is because Arvind Kejriwal holds the unusual distinction of being a serving chief minister operating from jail. Before joining politics, Arvind Kejriwal was in the Indian Revenue Service, and therefore he was subject to the All India Services Rules of 1969, ladies and gentlemen, these rules. Now, under these rules, any public servant who is a member of a government service cannot operate from jail. In fact, anyone in custody who is in custody for a period of 48 hours, and now it's been longer than 48 hours that Kejriwal has been in custody, any public servant is necessarily and as a matter of routine suspended from service. Also, as per the All India Services Rules, any central government officer who faces a charge which is, quote, likely to embarrass him in the discharge of his duties or involves an aspect of moral turpitude, unquote, will be suspended with immediate effect. Now, obviously, Liquorgate is not something to be proud of. It would embarrass Mr. Kejriwal. So this category also, there's a tick mark against Kejriwal. And what therefore the nation wants to know tonight is why are the rules different for a government officer who is a public servant vis-a-vis a politician who is a public servant? Why are the rules different for a civil servant officer, central government officer, as opposed to